suspended, I think, it's like.
Are we live? Of course I'm live. People, Deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for joining me each and every time. First things first, good evening to those of you like myself in the UK. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good night, depending on who you are and wherever you are in this world, people, and whatever time zone you're operating in. As usual, you know, wishing you all a happy weekend. Hope you've all had a good week. Hope you've all got health in all aspects of the word, financially, physically, mentally, and the rest of it. And welcome, you know, Liverpool versus Arsenal watch-along business, people. You know, Liverpool versus Arsenal, it needs no introduction. It's a big game. It's a big game, to say the least. You know, Arsenal have come a long way from the start of the season. Who knew that potentially fifth place Arsenal against, fifth versus third against them, you know? Again, if we win, you can't say there's not a title challenge now. I'm playing. There's not a title challenge, but on a serious note, it proves a lot of question marks, you know. It proves right a lot of question marks. You know, whether we lose, I don't think it should be the end of the world. We have gone 10 games unbeaten. I know it does become irrelevant once you lose, but let's take what we can from it and apply ourselves. If we win, we can't count our chickens before they hatch. We need to survive the winter. We need to get into that January period still in and amongst where we are. Again, you get no plaudits for playing well for 10 games. You need to do it for over a 38-game period where the league's concerned. And obviously, if you're in other cups and whatnot, you need to go as far as you can. You know, it's the biggest test. We keep saying that, you know. Again, I'm not saying we're going to beat Liverpool. I hope we have. But you can imagine the minute Arsenal win, they're going to look at how bad Liverpool have been and the fact that this is a Liverpool team that's potentially not had the best of results in the last two games, just like they said about Leicester and Spurs. And they're not wrong. Them teams that I've mentioned were quite terrible when we played them. But we didn't let them turn their form around. Can we avoid that against Liverpool? Because, you know, the last two games have been poor. We're going to get an angry Liverpool. Klopp is going to bang home the importance of needing to win. Chelsea have won today. Obviously, you've got Manchester City against Everton and whatnot. They're going to want to win. You know, they've had the international break to accept what's potentially going wrong. They're going to hit us with everything we've got. There are aspects we can take from the West Ham and Brighton games, but they're not going to be at that, you know. It's not going to be at that thing. I hope it is. You know, it's a game where, yeah, tactics are vital. Again, we'll have the lineup soon, people. Our holographics designer, you know, there's two, you know, could it be three at the back? Will it be 4-4-2? Will it be 4-2-3-1? Could Pepe come into the team? Will he go with Aubameyang and Lacazette? There's a lot of unanswered questions. We'll talk about tactics and the rest of it. Hit the like button as these things filter through, people. But it's a game for desire. You need to match them. You know, Liverpool have been where we want to be, you know, having players that are admired in the world. You know, how many Liverpool players, if we could, would we take into that Arsenal team? How many of them respectfully walk into our team? You know, the whole front line does. The majority of that midfield does. You know, I'm always going to do the Robertson propaganda. So I like Robertson, and I'm going to, you know, I like Tierney more, so I'll save him. Right back, shout out Tomiyasu, but he walks in. Van Dijk and Gabriel would be quite a centre-half partnership. And no disrespect to Rams, though, he can't chat to Alisson, you know. Collectively, they've been round the block. You know, Liverpool and us, just a few years ago, we used to beat Liverpool to signings. Remember we grabbed Alexis Sanchez and look where the teams went. There was a time potentially players would have come to us over them, or it was seen, at least where Ox was concerned, as a sideward step. He knew something. Shout out to Klopp. They've won the Premier League. They've been to Champions League finals and won it. We need to raise it. To be the best, you've got to play the best. So win your individual battles. Work hard as a collective. You know, forgive yourselves if you concede. Of course, I would love a clean sheet. We probably will concede today. They got Salah and all these gunmen in front of goal. How do you react to that setback? Because there hasn't been too many times we've had setbacks among these games we've won. Of course, we've needed to break teams down. There's been games that have been sluggish, and we've got over the line in that regards. But how do we react to that? Because again, Liverpool are going to be angry. I do think if you look at obviously we need to do what we can over set pieces because they look weak there. We need to take elements out of the West Ham game. Let's be real, West Ham for large parts, they're in their own half. You know, they were sitting back. You know, they were having to clear their own lines. And that, what do you expect? I'm not criticizing West Ham. They have to respect Liverpool. They're going to have the majority of possession. Salah, Trent, all of these guys we could sit and waffle about probably without actually watching the game. You know, respect them. Clear your lines. Have confidence. There are going to be moments where under the cosh, where Ramsdale might bail us out. Gabriel might, you know, do a thing. There's heart in mouth moments. We need to be humble. Salah's not, Salah's had bad games, of course. Can't really think of them, but he's had He's a player you can't pocket. You have to you need to try as hard as you can to defend, but you need to respect him. If he goes past you, can we guide him into certain channels where he can't harm us? You know, Liverpool are a great team. If we are to not win today, let it be because Liverpool are a quality team. Let Salah dance past 8 players. That's not going to happen too many times in the Premier League. We can't account for that. What we can account for is our performance. And too many times, no matter how good teams are, when we play teams like this, we self-implode. We make silly mistakes. We switch off. We don't follow runners. If we've ever needed to play well for 90 minutes in a season, people, I'll be real, it's today. I'm now nitpicking because we're winning games. You need to nitpick to improve. Against Leicester, it could have went another way. Villa, obviously Spurs, it could have went another way. You can't present half chances. I know we've got a young side, and I'm not just saying it's LOKONGA, but LOKONGA's prone to brain farts. You know, Ramsdale gets onto him. You can't do that against these man. They can score at any given occasion. Can we exploit that high line? Can we, if we play a high line, win our aerial duels? Because Van Dijk, all these guys, they can do all range of passing. And I'm not saying they're a long ball side. They can play lovely weight of passes. But that lovely clip ball over the top could put you in trouble. You know, Alisson likes to run off his line. Can we present problems? You know, Liverpool are an amazing team, a quality team with a quality coach, but they're not invincible. They're human beings. And the beautiful thing about football is it's not Formula One. Shout out to Hamilton because I think he's doing his racing thing right now. You know, you have half a chance as long as you turn up, people. Obviously, I've seen as well, off topic, hit the like button as well, people. Can we get to 100 likes? Commiserations to Sergio Aguero. In the last literally minutes since coming online, it's come clear that apparently there'll be a press conference next week, but he has to call his playing time is going to be called done now, people. Apparently he's been forced to retire, probably due to the heart issue. So yeah, man, thoughts are with Sergio Aguero at this time. Big up my guy 1-1. Let's hit the like button on the way in. It helps. Facts. Every like button makes the difference. Check out the pinned message, people. Make sure you're subscribed to me on Twitch, but also make sure you're here tomorrow. We're going to do a Spurs versus Leeds United watch along. I would do Manchester City, but I have football and it's an away game and I actually want to play, man, really. You know, I haven't been able to go gym as many times as I've wanted this week. So we have to get the exercise in somehow, man. Big up, everyone. What's up, DG? I'm there, man. As usual, I'm privileged to have you lot. I can see the comments. We're going through them. You know, you lot support the thing each and every time. What can I say, man? You know, hopefully it's a good game and it's a game to match. Grown man performances today from everyone. If you make a mistake, get on with it. You know, don't over-respect Liverpool. As I said, if they're a good team, which they are, let's see why, because I can't say anything. And I want to see fearlessness, because what's the worst that people can say? That we lacked heart, that we lacked fight, that we bottled it. Things that the papers probably already got written in this event that we bottled, you know. Forgive yourselves. And it's about the performance. Win, lose, or draw, the performance is crucial. Of course, I would love to win ugly playing trash and somehow getting 3 points, but it's how we play today. The first 10 minutes are going to be crucial, and Laka and Oba have to be at their best to rally up the young guys, and we should eliminate their midfield. I'm optimistic our defense is stable. We're going to see in it. I'm looking at Tomiyasu today because, in particular, in the air, they're going to probably try and double up on Tomiyasu's side because he isn't going to go forward too many times. But again, that Van Dijk ball over the top, Tomiyasu's probably Gabriel's in that back line, but I'd say Tomiyasu slightly probably the best in terms of headers in that defense. If he's going to get narrow, which he does, I need him to win that ball. And it's not just him. The first and second balls are crucial today, people, more so than they've ever been. Should I make myself a tiny bit? Let's do that because I think let's put myself here. Sit myself here. Yeah, just make myself a bit bigger on the screen, people, just because when the comments are coming up, it's getting brazy. But yeah, man, big up yourself, my dude. My head is smashing up the thing now, big head boy. What is? Let's pop a bit smaller. But yeah, man. Obviously, what are you lot saying, man? Big up the nation each and every time. I can't lie, Maguire is rubbish. Would have Louise over him, Ollie in. Yeah, I can see the results. Obviously, in terms of where the other fixtures are concerned, people. Again, let me get the tab up. What's the Premier League saying? Let me refresh the page. Current scores, as you know, Chelsea won 3 goals to nil against Leicester, and it really should have been more. Where's all the other results? Yeah, Chelsea won. Aston Villa and Brighton is currently 0-0. Burnley and Palace is currently 3-3. What a game Burnley versus Palace has turned out to be. Keen to see match of the day. Brentford are currently 3-2 ahead against Newcastle. I know Ivan Toney scored. Watford are winning 2-1 against Manchester United. Donny van der Beek has probably just scored for Man United. Wolves are currently a goal up against West Ham. And obviously Liverpool and Arsenal are yet to come, people. Hit the like button if you haven't done such already, folks. Would you start Nuno over Tierney? I mean, that's a question we've been asking all week. You know, Tavares deserves to start. He's been playing well. I'd probably lean towards Tierney at this moment in time. I know there isn't a damn reason to really say that, but I think he had a good international period. I know he's had a tough time, but I know the quality's there. He's got a bit more experience. Obviously, if Tavares plays and he plays well, that's the right decision. If he plays poor, people are going to sit there and say we should have played Tierney. And it probably is one of them games, realistically, you can't win as a manager at all, really, because if we go out there with 4-4-2, people are going to say we was naive. If we switch to a back three, they're going to say we were scared. You know, reality is you just need to get a result, really. Man United are imploding. Sergio Aguero retired after heart problems. There's a red for Maguire. Bro, he's moving mad. Shout out to you lot, but he's moving mad. You know, I really should. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, innit? Let's go on his goal. Might as well pre some of that. It sounds like Bants. You know somehow United are going to equalise or nick 2 goals, man. What's the lineup looking like for both teams? Don't know. And we should actually have that. Let me actually, to be fair, my graphic designer ain't going to have that yet. It's just come out a minute ago. But so let's give him a minute, but I'll read them out to you. If someone's able to get the bench for me, shout me, please, because I can copy and paste that into the graphic below. See what Arsenal are saying. Let's go on Arsenal first. Hopefully Partey's there. I can live with that. I can live with that lineup. I can live with that. Where's Liverpool? 1 sec, people. Let me just get up Liverpool's. Oh, not if you're going to do that, mate. Not if you're going to do that. One love to everybody tuned in. Please make sure we're hitting the like button. Let's start with our opponents, Liverpool. Like I said, I'll get the graphics when my graphic. It's been 2 minutes since they've been announced, so let's give him half a chance. You know, in a few minutes I'll shout him, and the screen will look all pretty and that, people. But right now, you can see the lineup for Liverpool. They've gone Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Tomiskas, Fabinho, Thiago, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Mane, Salah, and Jota. Now, there's been injuries in their team and all these things. Mane's past fit. Henderson's only fit enough to make the bench. Robertson isn't involved in any capacity. So, yeah, man, that was a tough one. Tomiskas has been in very good form. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's been doing all right of recent. Fabinho and Thiago are quality players. I don't need to talk about Liverpool's front three. Respectfully, we all know what Salah brings to the table, Mane brings to the table, and what Jota can do. You give these guys time and space, there's going to be problems. You need to know what you're doing off the ball. You know, if there's a sender, there's got to be a receiver, as I've been saying. That, you know, Van Dijk and Alisson and everyone around the pitch can play lovely passes. But what makes Liverpool so fantastic, especially that front three, is the movement. You know, again, for Tomiyasu, it's going to be a big battle on that right-hand side. Naturally, Klopp's done his homework. Tomiyasu gets forward, but he's not really that. He's more of a throwback and he becomes part of a three. There's a lot of space that could be seen as an invitation for Liverpool to get forward. Obviously, the gaps that we leave him behind because we're left-hand centric, and obviously Trent is the stronger of the fullbacks, and we know Trent and Salah were in for a battle. Whoever's on the left-hand side of centre midfield needs to put in a shift, you know, really and truly. Aubameyang and Lacazette need to put in a shift if they are starting together, people. It's a game where the minimum requirement has to be maximum. Leave it all out there, especially Lacazette. I need that typical Lacazette performance today for at least 60 minutes. I know it's difficult and he does look like he starts getting tired and stuff, but it sets the tempo, it sets the tone. If we, you know, it's going to be difficult. They're a quality team. They're going to have the 12th man. There's a, you know, we're going to be under the cosh. We need any little bits and pieces, and we need bravery, you know. Our more skillful players are actually, you know, in terms of just defending and clearing your lines, how you hold on to the ball is an outlet. So I'm going to need our individuals, you know, Saka and Smith Rowe, like you typically do. Can you win us fouls? Can you get us high up the field? Obviously, if our line ends up becoming high, don't get caught in any situations. Off topic, people, I can't lie. There's been 6 goals in the Brentford-Newcastle game. It's 3-3, people. Madza. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Yeah, that's where Liverpool, apologies, not Newcastle, are concerned. If we flick over to Arsenal, as you can see in the graphic, Bukayo Saka has started. Need a performance from him today, really. Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, Tavares, Partey, Sambi, Lokonga, Smith Rowe, Saka, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Tierney's fit. Tierney's on the bench. Odegaard's on the bench as well. First things first, you know, Tavares deserves to start. Biggest test you're going to have against Mo Salah. You know, as much as I want you to defend and you need to be spot on, can we gamble? Can Tavares gamble? Aubameyang as well. Can we gamble? Let's make Trent defend a couple of times. We need to pick our moments correctly. But when we break, can we break? Smith Rowe, I'm going to need you today. Aubameyang and Smith Rowe, I'm going to need that partnership you lot bring to the table. To be fair to you, Smith Rowe probably is going to pull out to the left-hand side. So I need that. From what I'm probably going to see, Smith Rowe and Tavares, from what I've seen, you've got a good partnership. Can we be brave? As much as it's about defending and stuff like that, anyone that gets half a point or something off Liverpool, it's not because they've just defended the whole game. They've tried to hit Liverpool where it hurts. We've got quality going forward. Can we do something? It goes without saying. Hey, Lem boys, I need you today. Partey, I need you to lay down the marker. You had a good performance here a couple of years ago for Atletico. Aubameyang and Laka, experienced. You know, not too many days left in an Arsenal shirt where Lacazette's contract's concerned, and Aubameyang's got over a year. You need to start thinking about your legacy. We have not won at Anfield in gazillion years, specifically in the league. Can we put that right? It's a game for bravery. If we make a mistake, forgive yourselves. You know, mistakes happen. If you feel sorry for yourselves, it's a long evening, very long evening. The world is waiting for you lot to crumble. If we lose, we haven't become a bad team overnight. We've won on a 10-game unbeaten run, but that's where it ends. You start again, you start from zero. End of the day, we've had the good, bad, and the ugly. We've put, we were poor at the start of the season for whatever reason. We've clawed it back. We're in a good position, Put it right today. Sambi, I need a big performance. Sambi Lokonga, I love you. I think you're a very good signing. You're going to be a very good midfielder, but I need a switched on performance from in 90 minutes. Unpopular opinion, I'd say I need the same from Ramsdale. I think he's prone to switching off. I think I look at that Leicester Ben White scenario, that Watford brain scenario. I look at the Spurs one where Xhaka bails him out. That's 2 chances. Will you be third time lucky? Of course, I'm nitpicking, but you need to nitpick when playing against sides like Liverpool. It's the fine margins what are going to make the difference. I'm not interested in if we played well for 10 minutes across a 90-minute period. I'm not interested in us throwing away the game in the first 10 and clawing it back. You need to, minute 90, you need to walk away with something. I'm not going to judge these players or Arteta necessarily on one game. I think anyone who is going to judge them just based off of this Liverpool game is tweaking. Let's be honest, you're tweaking. If we get smacked up, you can't really. But it's about the performance. It really is. And what I would say to Tierney and Odegaard, you lot are not playing on merit. You haven't taken, Tierney, you haven't done the business. Odegaard, you haven't done the business. If you come off the field, or if you come off the bench, anyone on that bench, you need to make an impact today. If you're starting because you deserve it. My back five, I need you. Tavares, you've done a lot of talking about how you like defending and all of that. I've got the articles up there. We'll get into it in a minute. I need to see back in chat. I need a good defensive performance. Would you start Nuno or Tierney? I would have started Tierney, but again, Tavares deserves to play, and Tavares is playing. One love for sending me the bench, my guy. Where have you put that? All I need is the bench specifically. I mean, has anyone got the Liverpool bench too? Or I'm asking too much there. Slap that there. What else do I need to do? Allow the spamming thing, man. Let me ask my guy where that is. Yeah, what did you lot make of the lineups anyways, people? Sorry, I have to remove that purely because I'm trying to get to the bottom of where these graphics are. They cost an arm and a leg, mate. Oh, there's problems. It's been 8 minutes. It's still not done. West Ham lost today and they play City next week. I'd take a draw, to be honest. Let's be real. We'd all take a point against Liverpool. Live to fight another day, really. We'd all love the romance of winning and all these things, but we've got to be serious sometimes, man. There's a golfing class, but all we can do is be held accountable for our performance, attempt to turn up and push Liverpool away. Like I said, if Salah dances past 10 man, what can you say? It's not going to happen too many times, but don't capitulate. Do not capitulate today. Mane, Salah, and Jota all up top. I mean, to be expected. They're going to play their best players, aren't they? Okay, with the lineup today, time for the players to perform. I mean, Salah and Mane are probably thinking this is where we get some stat pads and whatnot. This is where we get some of the goals in and whatnot. It's going to be an interesting lineup, man. It's going to, well, an interesting game. It already is an interesting lineup, really. And I'm sure you probably can hear the laptop begging for whatever. It's making enough noise. We're at 40 likes, people. We're moving mad. Keep running up the like button, people, please. We're doing what we need to do. Liverpool bench. One love, my killie. Appreciate that. So we're all sorted. Once the graphics come through, and it's been 10 minutes, brother. Where are you? You know, I'm not normally only pesters, but can I need that? Costs an arm and a leg. You can see the Liverpool and Arsenal benches here, people. Obviously, where Liverpool's starting lineup's concerned, Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Tomiskas, Fabinho, Thiago, ex-Arsenal player Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, and Diego Jota. Where Arsenal are concerned, you've got Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tavares, Partey, Sambi Lokonga, Emil Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. On the bench for Arsenal, you have Leno, Cedric, Holding, Tierney, Maitland-Niles, El Nene, pardon me, apologies, Odegaard, Pepe, and Martinelli. For Liverpool, because I didn't say their bench, you've got Kjaer, the keeper, Kellier, you've got Canute, you've got Henderson, Minamino, Phillips, Gordon, Beck, Morton, and Bradley. So again, injuries have impacted Liverpool's bench in it. You know, everyone there are different difference makers, and the names not necessarily known could write themselves in history, but their bench isn't the strongest, and they're somewhat impacted by injuries. Now they're still a quality side. Can we make that? Can we take advantage of this? If there is any advantages to take. I'm liking the Arsenal team, Ober and Laka starting. I'm kind of liking it because it's one of the, obviously he has done it against Spurs, but it's, you know, Arteta is quite reactive in the big games. You know, obviously I said it previously, I don't think he can win unless he wins, because if he's gone with a 4-4-2, people are going to sit there and go, oh, maybe he could have went with a 3. If he went with a 3, he's a coward and whatnot. But I like personally that where we have to respect Liverpool, we need to do what we need to do. But in the Premier League, you need to be able to throw punches back, and you've named a strong team. You know, you fair enough. Pepe, Odegaard are not starting; they can come off the bench. Smith Rowe and Saka, especially Saka, I need a performance today. You've gone with your 2 big strikers. You know, Aubameyang should be a big game player. He's our captain and whatnot. Lacazette is a big game player also. We need that. You know, you don't just keep doing what you're doing. You know, play the game, not the occasion. Because if you start respecting Liverpool and you let the occasion and you let the fans and the romance of Anfield, it's a beautiful ground and whatnot, you will get eaten alive. As I said, there's going to be large periods we're going to have to weather the storm. This guy's moving mad. He ain't even preed it. Villa 1-0 up. Stevie with his first win. Brighton dropping points makes it a better hit for us if we lose today. Boy, I want to put in a performance. Watkins has put them in front. Big up Steven Gerrard. And it's Graham Potter, sorry. It's Graham Potter's 100th game as well for Brighton. Shout out to him on that achievement. Hit the like button if you haven't. What are you lot making of the lineup, people? You know, would you have played Tavares or Tierney? Obviously, how do you feel about the 4-4-2 that we've stuck with? Would you have stuck with it? Shouldn't you? You know, what is your score predictions? I haven't quite thought of one yet, people, or really let my thoughts simmer. So I don't know. As usual, please make sure you're hitting the like button and them things there, people. 46 likes. We're almost at 100 before the game kicks off. Fantastic stuff. Weak bench, to be honest. Take it right. I just want to see a decent performance, says Matt. Shout out to you, Matt. Okay, with the lineup, time for the players to perform on the field today. Facts and more. I just love how our new signings have fought for their starting positions, even when everyone said we wasted money on squad players. And, you know, if you've got a plan and it works, like we're seeing, fair play. And you're right, Tavares has had to bide his time. He got it, you know. He's taking it. Typically, there's not going to be too many periods where Tierney's form is somewhat underwhelming. Tavares, respectfully, is taking advantage of that. And, you know, when he's had chances before he started, he's taken them. You know, minimal, but you've got to take them. You know, Saka, way before he started all these games, he was getting his chances in Europa League. and he was making a difference. And I remember one game where I think we ended up beating Aston Villa at home. I think Pepe might have scored a penalty. I could be wrong, but I remember, I'm so sure I was there. Saka got clipped at half time, and we was vexed that what's going on. You know, Martinelli's chances initially came because he was doing the bits in Europa League. Tavares has had to deal with the squad things and the benches, and it's been a mixture of Tierney's injury and form. But, you know, all you can do is be ready. You know, you never know when the opportunity is going to come. And the same has to be said for everybody else. The whole table is just opening up for Arsenal. We've got to fight, win or lose. We have to give them a hard time. Facts. 1-0 to Arsenal. Cool with the lineup. Would have gone with Tierney, but I have a feeling Tavares can be a good surprise today. And that could be what works because, yeah, I'm sure they can do some data analysts around Tavares, but they probably thought Tierney was going to start. Now, I think it's risky, but what I like from Tavares is he's going to try and get forward. If we can do a thing, you know, not too many times Trent has to defend. If we can make him defend, something can happen. As you don't know, Tavares is concerned with shooting. Now, it can go the other way. He might not be anywhere to be seen when Salah's on the run, and I think, you know, Tavares, Tierney's a smarter defender, but I feel Tavares' recovery pace could be an asset today. And, you know, I've got faith in Tavares. Please don't let us down. And that goes for everybody. You know, everybody who's starting has earned their place, really and truly. Once again, just to illustrate the point, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tavares, Partey, Sambi, Smith Rowe, Saka, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. There's not a single player that hasn't earned their spot. I'm not going to lie to you. If there was any spot in that team where I would say, if someone else was playing in form, potentially there could be someone else. I'll have to, you know, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm a big fan of the player I'm about to say. You know, I'm extremely biased over him, but I have to be fair. I believe it's Bukayo Saka. You know, I need to see, he's not been playing bad, but it's not been held onto your shirt like a Tavares, like Gabriel since he's come back. To a degree, Ben White. You know, fair enough, Tomiyasu doesn't have much to contend with, but he does a thing in it. And I need to see that from Saka today. I need to see a very good performance because other people sometimes are not afforded the luxury, and Saka set himself high standards. He's our number 7. I kind of have to judge him a bit harsher now. Aston Villa find themselves 2 goals up, by the way, folks. Let's get these 3 points and go home. If only it was that easy. Has this Donny fallen asleep, wasn't she? You're scaring me, bro. You read the message. A convincing performance from Tavares today, and it could get long for Tierney. And I want that. I want us to sit here and have that conversation about Tierney. It's looking long. You're the cup man now and whatnot. I don't want to sit here. You know how some fans are going to go and I told you to. You know how some fans are loyal to players more so. You know, I told you this and that and the other. And, you know, even Smith Rowe was getting a little hate brigade as well and all this nonsense. Obviously, when I look at the Arsenal lineup, in terms of hard done by, you could say Ainsley Maitland-Niles maybe could have got a start. I prefer Partey and Sambi together. So yeah, I don't think there's any other problems with the lineup beyond that. Tavares has that momentum. Good for him to get a reward for his previous performances. Exactly. And that sends a good message to the whole squad. Who knows? God forbid, but Ramsdale might go through some shaky bits of form. Leno might become a hero again. Lacazette, there's been times where, how are you getting back in the team and that? And he's come back. I'm not saying he's going to be a madness, but Pepe's been written off and then he's come back and been a strong player. You know, look at Lacazette last season. Fans were saying, why is he dropping deep? He's playing as a defensive mid. Look at what they were saying beyond that. Even El Nene had a little stage. Again, that's probably the problem. We've got seasonal players, and over a 38-game period, we haven't got too many players that can do the distance consistently. But it's nice to see people earning their right to play. DG will have a smile on his face tonight. Boy, maybe you know something I don't, but hope so, bro. I really do. Come on, Ivan. Worried about the left back. He's not where he needs to be defensively. Hope I'm wrong. So am I. That's one thing I'm worried about. But again, what Tavares gives me going forward can help me. And as long as Tavares is no idiot, innit? He knows he has to defend today. You know, even, again, speaking of the man Tavares, let me share my screen with you guys, people. Hit the like button if you haven't already. About You know, quite a bit to go before kickoff. Arsenal star Nuno Tavares sends warning to Mohamed Salah ahead of Liverpool clash. Hopefully that's just the media sensationalizing what he's saying. But yeah, let's zoom in a bit. I'm not gonna cap people. I can't see that. But Tavares has sent a warning to Mohamed Salah ahead of Arsenal's Premier League clash with Liverpool on Saturday. Scrolling down, he said, Salah, if I play, will play against me. I don't have a problem with anyone. I play for Arsenal. We have a good team, and Liverpool have a good team as well to fight on the pitch. Okay, they kind of done it dirty. When asked whether Salah will have a problem with it, he said, I don't think so. Salah won't know who I am. This is a big game for us. We go to Anfield to try and win the game. That's it. Why top 3 and not top 1? I told you we are Arsenal, so we want to win the league. For us, it is top 1. I mean, obviously, probably a bit of youthful naivety, but that's actually what I like. There might be some bravery, Tavares, he might not let the occasion swallow him open and stuff. He might just, when you're 21, as we said, Watford are winning 3-1. As we said, he just wants to play. I want to play. I want to be in the first team. So respectfully, we want him to play with the occasion, but in a good way. Tavares might be only able to see like something along the lines of, the manager's giving me a start. I've been playing well. Tierney, hold tight you, but I'm keeping my spot. That's what I want to see from LOKONGA. That's what I want to see from Tavares. That's what I want to see from a lot of them. Obviously, where the front 3 are concerned, things could happen. So he's right. I like that, man. And I like, Tavares is fearless, kind of. I kind of like it. It could be classed as naivety, but yeah, as we know, that battle on the left-hand side, Liverpool's right. Smith Rowe, I'm going to need you to be narrow. Tavares, I'm going to need you to do a madness, but I'm also going to need you to be disciplined. So I need to talk about that after the game as well, man. Let me put Nuno and Smith Rowe versus Tavares. Oh, Watford are moving to United still. Exactly, bro. It's not just Tavares. As I said earlier, it's not just him, the whole team. How Lacazette and Aubameyang defend from the front sets the tone. Also, in particular, Aubameyang. Why? Because he pulls over to that left-hand side. We just mentioned Smith Rowe and Tavares. And as I said earlier, centre mids, you need to put in a shift. If that's Sambi LOKONGA, I'd prefer it to be Partey personally, because it's the big bro, little bro sort of thing. And Partey, you are significantly more experienced. I'd rather him do it. But if it is going to be LOKONGA, I need man to switch on today. We've got a young side. We are going to show our naiveties and make mistakes and do stupid things across the season. But it is what it is, people. Again, we know exactly what we need to do if we are to have a half a chance. United have dropped points. West Ham have dropped points. Tottenham have Leeds. Hopefully Leeds can do a favor. Hopefully we can get a point minimum or do something. This is the race for the top 4. I know if we win, it puts us in a good position, and mathematically you can't say Arsenal are in the title race, but let's keep our foot on the ground and stop bantering and whatnot. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. And finally, wait. 1 sec, people. Well, I'm still here when I say that, but finally got there's 2 updated backgrounds. Shout the graphics team. Let's get that in let's get that in there. Hit the like button if you haven't, people. Give me 1 second. I'm still here, but let's edit out the background a bit and whatnot. What game is this? Arsenal versus Liverpool. Copy and paste that in there. Mike's in the way, so I can't see where this thing is. Background. Click that one. Boom. Everybody's happy. You can see the lineups for both teams on the left and right hand side of me, people. You can see the last 5 games. Obviously, Arsenal come into this in better form. Form goes out the window, cliche. And you can see the lineups. Once again, where Liverpool are concerned, Alisson, Trent, Matip, who's a very underrated centre-half, Temiskas, who's been playing well, Van Dijk, Thiago, Fabinho, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. It goes without saying, the midfield, we're probably going to lose the midfield battle. Thiago and Fabinho, forget about it. Ox has been playing all right. You're always going to have the bit between your teeth against a former team. You've got Salah and Jota, Mane. Trent basically plays as a centre mid / winger anyways. Oh, Lord, so it's going to be mad. Ollie has to go after today, boy. Ollie's done. Ollie's done. The players are getting man sent off. Man are losing 4-1. Ollie's gone tonight. Ollie Golasosha is gone tonight. Mad thing, he's gone. He's gone. By the time I finish this live stream, when we finish Arsenal Liverpool, I don't think that Donny's going to have a job. It's over. It's over. Any of the small supporters you had, allegedly he's got supporters in Man United's boardroom. He's done. It's over. Hit the like button, people, at 67 likes, people. So Liverpool have enough pace in midfield besides Ox. It's not even a pace thing. They have enough to control the midfield, and the Ox can do a thing. Fabinho's a baller, as is Thiago, conductor in midfield. You know, we're going to need to snap at the heels. Again, we need to press. Again, Lacazette, I need him to get onto Fabinho. I need him to drop into midfield and kind of even out the scores in that regards. Again, this is what I'm saying. Lacazette, for me, I don't think he'll play 90 minutes, Car. If it's a typical Lacazette performance, the one I want to see, people, sorry, because I remove something. You can't do it for 90 minutes. You're going to be knackered, cream crackered, you know. He needs to, you know, so I need that from him. And actually, bro, I'm asking probably too much of Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, I need him narrow today. Saka becomes narrow. We know it's going to be a game where ideally it's compact and there's not much in it in the midfield, which probably suits us a bit better. And then we force it out wide where Liverpool's strengths are with Salah and Trent and things like that. And hopefully we can defend well. We're going to get chances. Let's take them if it happens. Rise to the occasion. Ollie's gone, by the way. What are you lot saying in the comments? Just want to see these guys put in a performance. If we lose, I want it to be because Liverpool was world class, not beating ourselves and having Liverpool win in second gear. Exactly that. And I don't want to do what some fans do and say, oh, we might have lost 3-0, but last season or 5 years ago, we would have lost 7-0. I'm not really on that. Oh, you lot that are watching the United game, it's been epic, isn't it? It's sounding brazy. Moving to them. Shout out Watford. Ollie, look, the away fan, the United fans are getting the applause from the United players. Ollie's clapping, Kai. You know that you done, bro. What else are you lot saying? Man, I'm saying 3-1 defeat. Can't see Arsenal winning today, sadly. I'd rather Kieran Tierney. It is what it is. Smith Rowe will have a lot to do to help Tavares take care of Salah and Trent, but I also want two of them to give Trent a hard time if we want anything from this game. That's true, but also these individuals, Salah's not an individual you can defend by yourself. Obviously, you can win a couple tackles, but 9 times out of 10, he's going to glide past you. So double up, one get tight, one drop off. Be humble. He can, you know, when a man can do what he wants on a football field, react to it. Just govern him in certain areas. You know, send him out wide if he's closer to our goal. Send him inside if he's further out. You know, if he gets past you, be humble. A big part of defending, especially when it comes to these elite players, is not winning the ball all the time and doing all the Mazzolinis because you can't. You know, and again, off the ball, midfield, late midfield, runners. Again, Liverpool are so good at that. They'll blindside you. They'll be heavily on one side, and in a blink, you've switched off on the other side. Before you know, it goes out to them. That's not even where they hit you. It's not even from out wide. Jota, one of them man there has already made a movement. Our centre half don't even know what's going on until obviously you see man celebrating in typical fashion. Liverpool are a good side and we need to rise to the occasion. As I said, I kind of want a fearless approach because if you get battered here today, of course we're going to ask questions. But I can't say I'm shocked because there's a massive golfing class. Hope you're doing well and safe, my guy, K. I'm good, man. I appreciate everybody who's locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Well, man, are saying 60% chance of a Liverpool win. Hella optimism. But boy, all the players need to be at 110% if we want a result. As simple as that. Shout the members. You want, boy. Losing versus Liverpool is fine, but we need to make them work for it 100%. We should have picked Maitland-Niles and packed the midfield. 4-4-2 is the wrong tactics. I mean, we're gonna have to see. We're going to have to see. Boy, big up to you lot locked in. Appreciative of everyone that's tuned in. Please make sure we're hitting the like button. We're at 81 likes. 32 minutes if you want to be technical until kickoff, people. And we know we're probably playing against the refs today as well. And that in the true words of Arteta, I hope the boys transmit desire, heart, and the rest of it. Again, commiserations to Sergio Aguero. If you don't know, apparently he is set to retire from football, sadly due to heart problems. You know, first things first, health is important. While it's a bitter blow for him to stop kicking football, especially after just joining Barcelona, it's your life. He might have costed you your football career, but this has probably granted you some more life. And we've got to remember, a football career is only for a certain period. He's a husband, he's a father, he's, you know, he's got, I'm sure he's got parents that he looks after, and the rest of it. He's these things for life. So it's better you find out now than later on in life, innit? God forbid, sort of thing. It's sad though, man, especially, you know, especially with what's going on. I would say though, while it's I feel sorry for obviously Ericsson, Mwamba, Sergio Aguero. Not that I like it. I do like how people were starting to take the heart thing a bit serious, and obviously the stuff even around dementia and heading and all the rest of it. Hit the like button if you haven't. We need 5 in midfield. We're probably going to get 5 in midfield because Laka's probably going to drop. Same way. Again, wait, hang on that. Quick thing. Tactics would. Oi. Tactics are running off. Hey, man. I'm gonna have to get this. Shit! Oi! Lord! Oi! Yo! I'm gonna have to get that out. Basically, got trapped in the green screen and I just sizzled my fingers. Fire! This is for you, lot. You know what other YouTubers go through pain. You know, I don't even know if I don't even think I have them all, but bringing out the tactics board, old school thing. Hit the like button, people, please. Let's get all of this away. There's bare scribbles. Have I got a tissue to hand? Let's do the hand thing, man. Let's just do the hand thing. What I mean by that is, yeah, obviously, people, let's just say, all right, the red ones are Liverpool. They're the home team, yeah. You got Thiago there, yeah, boom. Thiago there. Ox there. Fabinho probably there, yeah. That's their man's midfield. And then you got the front three. Smith Rowe, I need you to tuck in. Tavares is going to be out there, but Smith Rowe, I need you to tuck in. Aubameyang the same, but specifically Smith Rowe, even it up. Lacazette, I wish I had my marker. Lacazette on Fabinho, even it up. Smith Rowe, narrow, even it up. Then naturally, you're going to have Lokonga and you're going to have Partey. And Tavares should be a bit more forward, to be fair with you, because you're going to have obviously Tomiyasu and them lot being narrow. But again, even it up. We're the blue, obviously. We need to set immediately. We've got extra men there. We've almost got a 4 in midfield. That's because putting Tavares back at left back, Emil Smith Rowe getting in there. Lacazette, as much as I want you to press that, and let's imagine there's a defense now. Get on Fabinho. Obviously, Alisson, they're a good ball playing side. They can spray lovely passes. But if you cut out that ball, then other people have to show for it. And if it got, and we can, you know, we can kind of defend him wide there. Is there danger from there? But let's take it there where we have to clear our lines. Obviously, if it goes forward here, Tomiyasu is quite decent in the air. First balls, of course, the second balls is vital, people. So yeah, that's that, man. Tactics board business. One sec, let's get that back and put all of these things there. I ain't used this in time because I'm not using my Mac, or I forgot the website we typically look at from a tactical point of view. What's it called? If someone knows, I'll show it again. But yeah, man, what other people bringing out a tactics board? Come on, man, and bust his fingers same way. I'm strong as hell. Is what it is. It will hurt more if Arsenal lose. Arsenal are 5th. It's 4th place Liverpool versus 5th place Arsenal. 2 points separate us. The goal difference is mad though. They've got plus 20. We've got a grand total of 0. Same with Wolves. Boy, it's peak. But yeah, man, let's get back, man. What do you think of Watford, Man U, bro? I think Ollie's done, innit? What more is there to say? Ollie, pack your bags. You're gone, brother. It's gone. Come on, my guy, Mr. Adlib 2-3. Shout out the members. So I know it's a big game because I ain't seen you lot squadded up in a hot second, man. Tavares on the field tells me Arteta plans to go for it within reason. Safest pick would have been Tierney. Tavares going to get his opportunities on the counter. Exactly that. And as big up my guy, Jack Wilshere. Hey, my guy seated and booted in the Sky Sports studio. Super Jack. Hey, what a guy, man. But yeah, this is it. I'd rather us do that than, pardon my language, the pussy old thing, because it don't bang. I know we've got better defenders now with the new recruits, but we still ain't learned all the good habits and unlearned all the bad habits that players have picked up along the way as they're improving as footballers or from other clubs. So regardless of what stats say, we're not a side that can say we're going to go there, do the Burnley thing, just, 2 banks of 4. We can't do that. We can do that for periods. We might as well have a go, Liverpool are not invincible. As great as they are. Can't lie, looking at it though, none of this sounds pretty though. For goals, we're 13th in the Premier League. Open play goals, our 7 put us in 19th. Expected goals, we're 12th. Big chances, we're 19th. Shot conversion, we're 16th. Possession, we're 13th. So the underlying metrics aren't necessarily the best where we're concerned. Hit the like button if you haven't, people. Let's move mad today. 118 likes. First things first, regardless what happens in the game, whether you support Arsenal, Liverpool, you're just here. Thank you very much for hitting the like button, people. I appreciate that. Every like does bits for the engagement and does bits to get the DG Nation out there. So I appreciate that, people. If you've hit the like button, I hope you'll win the lottery or whatever dreams you lot have, you succeed and things like that. As usual, everybody locked in. I hope everyone's got good health and continues to have that, because while football is important, like health is the one thing probably more important than football, people. Again, there's probably never been a better time to play Liverpool. On one hand, not really because they're angry, but on the other hand, it's not the strongest of benches from Liverpool. You know, they've got some injuries. That's potentially not the strongest of lineups. I'm keen to see what we're doing. Are we doing a 4-4-2 or is it going to be a 4-5-1? It probably is a 4-5-1 because you're going to have Laka dropping in. Aubameyang, I actually need Aubameyang to help out on the left-hand side. I'll be interested to see it because under Arteta, sometimes we've gone for it. We've pressed them high. Anyone who remembers the game at the Emirates a few years ago where Reece Nelson and Laka scored, shout out Arteta, he's suited and booted. We pressed them high. There's been games where it's like we're pressing, but there's like that first example was just we're pressing in it. As soon as centre halves get it, let's press. But there's sometimes it's like we've got trigger zones. It's like we'll let them have the ball in certain areas and then we'll press. I'll be keen to see if it's adapting. You know, and obviously football is a fluid thing, isn't it? It's not really a 4-4-2 or a 4-5-1. You know, sometimes it's looking like 3 at the back. It's a mazza. It's a big test for us today. I hope we rise to the occasion. Obviously, on top of that, you know, I need to know if you lot have a growth mindset because we haven't traveled to Anfield too many times and won, specifically in the league. When was the last time we did that? I swear Arteta was a player. I can't tell you. You know, you got to be able to go to Anfield and get a half decent point if you want top 4 at minimum. You got to be able to go to Old Trafford, and definitely the way they're moving now, we won there last year. You need to be winning them sort of things there. You need to go to Stamford Bridge and do something. If you can't win, don't lose. That's what I would say. You know, everyone has a plan. If we get smacked in the face and that plan goes out the window, forgive yourselves for any mistakes. Do not feel sorry for yourselves and go. Go for it for the full 90. Believe in yourselves for the full 90. Don't look at Smith Rowe. And for Smith Rowe and Saka, don't look at Lacazette and these guys. As you should, but don't look at these guys for inspiration. You know, you're all playing on the pitch because you deserve to. You're all playing on the pitch because you have half a chance. Hold yourself accountable. Be scared to let your teammates down. Be scared to let the collectives down. Want to hold yourself accountable, and then things will take place. It's as simple as that. As much as it's about tactics, it's about passion and desire, and you know, sound like Oli got a social self. Forget all of that, man. But yeah, let me see what you lot are saying, people. Loving it. Man's got the board. That's dedication, bro. Shout out to the old school fans. They know the board, the tactics board ain't nothing new, man. What other YouTubers, you know, get the tactics board out on a match day? My gaffer Cube, shout out to you, man. Yo, DG, hope you're having a great weekend, my G. Right back at you. The fact that there is a silent confidence among the Gooners is a great feeling. I'm not expecting a win, but let's see a proper performance from the boys. I wouldn't say I'm silent confident because I'm still scared of how we play away from home. Like, I'm still scared of the Brighton thing, but let's see, man. Ain't seen the board for a hot minute. Back to the beginnings, back to basics, my guy. Where it all started. Well, the blue one was where it all started, and I feel like I'm doing that there. You can even tell you where that one there is. Come on, shout the members. After watching the disaster of United and Watford, as a Man United fan, I just want to see you Gooners rip the ish out of Liverpool. I hear that, Louis. I hear that, but wait, I don't know, man. I don't know. We don't have players to play too deep. It's a game. I can't lie. We've got a stronger bench in it, so I want to see if things go wrong. We should actually be able to harm Liverpool. You know, we've got guys, you know, Pepe, come and make yourself a hero. Ainsley can help see out a game, whether you want to put him in midfield or do the little fullback thing, go free at the back, whatever. We've got a decent bench today. It's not the best, but yeah. Currently at work, but hopefully we nick a draw. Come on, you Gunners. Again, most away goals conceded in Premier League history for Arsenal. We've conceded 65 at Anfield, 46 at Old Trafford, 45 at the Bridge, 38 at the Etihad, 36 at White Hart Lane, bro. Well, we've won the league there, innit? I had to do that. No one expected high bills when you hit that like button. Trust me. Man United, West Ham, Leicester all lost. Boy, run up them likes. Prince Teddy, I ain't seen you in years. Raw, 2012 when we last won there. Man like Podolski. Throwback. I remember where he actually used to be all right, man. There used to be a time the games at Anfield were quite even. Whether we win, lose, or draw, they were just mad games. None of that no more. It's just been Mo Salah FC, Salah and that. Just stat padding. Let's look at Santi Cazorla. Pepe Reina's allowing his fellow Spaniard to score a goal. That was fraudy goalkeeping, but it's calm. The results around the league has been kind to us. Hope we put in a performance to take advantage. I hope so too, because there's going to be times where, like you said, the results could be kind to us, but we're going to drop points. That's happened as Arsenal. We are going to drop points this season. We're not going to win all the time. So when other teams do things like that, can we get a result? A point serves us well, but the performance, it's all about the performance. Don't crumble. People are waiting for Arsenal to crumble. They're waiting to write them articles about you lot's passion and desire, and you lot are not really with it, and all of these things. Our attack hasn't improved, man. Let's be honest. It's individual bits of brilliance. We're hardly putting teams under sustained attacking pressure, and a bit of it is down to personnel. Like, we was all right against Watford, but Lokonga and Ainsley can't spray the ball. The one guy that really can is Xhaka, and it's not Levels. Arsenal need you in the changing room. I'm not sure if they do. Would love that though. DG giving the real team talk. I feel like a player football manager. Our attack has improved, not so much personnel, but set pieces. I mean, we're playing for set pieces. Shout tapping Tobes. It's an L for you today, bro. I will hold our L's, man. We're ahead of you, man. Don't do that though, man. I see your tweet about you gonna put Arsenal back in their place. Say nothing, man. Leeds got something cooking for you next tomorrow. But hopefully, this is our strongest lineup. I would put Laka over Lokonga, but it's all good. Huh? Laka's playing, bro. And plus, what, you really trying to make Laka Fernandinho or something? Deluded ain't that deluded. If I had £1 for every time I heard that, or you're actually deluded, boy. As a Chelsea fan, please cut Liverpool down. You know when Chelsea are chanting for us, there's issues. Pepe's not starting. I'm relying heavily on Partey to galvanise from midfield. We need him to be on job. Concerned about his fitness. I just hope we don't get caned today, man. Like, I'm not on the cricket scores and that. Like, let's just see, man. Arshavir 4-4. Oh yeah, see, go back to there. See, I couldn't even tell you. See how brazy it is. I want Partey to have a Diaby performance today. Yeah, I just want him to do his job. Just do your job and we move in it. Like, everyone just do that. Just don't get caned today. Like, just respect is the only thing in it. Self-respect. It comes down to self-respect. It comes down to pride. It comes down to all that stuff, man. Again, these are the games that make or break the season, really. Again, all week you should have been thinking about this. Pre-international week, you should have been thinking about this. Again, for our defenders, of course, it's going to be a long day against Salah and these things. Raise your game. It's not always going to be games against Watford and these teams, respectfully, because they just sauce United by 4. You're going to be under sustained pressure. You're going to at times think, how did we concede? The first goal is crucial, but how you react to that is even more. It's mad. I prefer Xhaka to Lokonga at the moment. Do you know what it is? I see where you're coming from. I'd rather Lokonga play because he's the future. They're two different sorts of centre mids, though. I think Lokonga in an ideal world, we would have signed a more experienced midfielder and blooded him in slowly, but we ain't got time for that. And to be fair, he's done well, but there are a lot of naiveties in his game. And I'm going to need him to be at it, because one thing I like about him is he's calm on the ball, but sometimes he's on this, like he smoked some Stardog or something, like he's just chilling. A bit like Ainsley. I love it, but there's catch-22. We need to lock Henderson and Fabinho out the game to have a chance. Henderson's on the bench. I predict a riot. Hope so, man. God, please, man. What's your score predictions? Let me be... I want it... Because I'm seeing Tobes in these Spurs sheets here. I want to give it the big one, but... Let me be humble and talk a little 1-1 into existence, people. Humble 1-1, We take the lead. We, doing it for 85 minutes. They score a little scumbag goal. Cool. I would love to win, but I don't know. Tavares did an interview and said Salah don't know him, but he will do his best and the team are focused and ready. To be fair, Salah don't need to know you, bro. Salah don't know Bear, man. He just rips, man. Like, just does what he needs to do. And to be fair, Salah probably does know him, Salah strikes me as someone that obviously all the footballers get all the data and them things, but Salah seems like, well, to be fair, when you're doing the statistics, he's got that Ronaldo thing about him. He's always asking questions, like he's even, they're battering Watford. He's asking Foster about the penalties and stuff. So he probably does know about Tavares and where he can hit you. And if he doesn't, he's probably done a quick little Google search. Even if we lose, I hope this doesn't dent the players' confidence. You know how fans are going to be, the unbeaten run's irrelevant. Certain fans are going to say, I knew this was coming. And to a degree, I'm one of them. I can't lie, just because I don't think we're playing as good as I'm happy that we're winning, but I just think people are doing a lot, really and truly. I don't think there's a balance with it. I think we've got a long way to go. But if we lose, keep in perspective, you was gonna lose. Why did you lose? Get back on the horse, you know, because you got Newcastle next week and they drop points. Forgive me if I'm wrong today, and they're fighting to stay in the league. So you're gonna need to win. If you don't beat Newcastle, boy, you gotta beat United. Goodbye, Ollie is trending on Twitter, by the way. As I said, by the time the stream ends, I'll be amazed, absolutely amazed, if he's still in a job. You know, Harry Maguire, all the man there trying to get him sacked. Agent Ox incoming, probably. That's too short, man. What shall be, people, man. It's a Valhalla thing today. I'm getting scared. Look at the Liverpool, man. Just bare, man, just serious. Look, synchronization when they're doing their warm-ups. It's mad. That Love Island Ox is probably going to do bits today. Plus, you know, these man got the ref as well. I have to do it. We got to get these excuses in quick. What you think of Michael Oliver? What do you think of Michael Oliver officiating Arsenal for the 4th time this year, despite it being only the 12th game of the season? I don't know, man. I'll be real with you. I don't know, my guy. You know, there could be a bit of conspiracy. You know, if it goes, that's definitely something I'm going to bring up if this game goes against us. But I don't know, man. My point is, my thing is all the refs are shit, innit? Like, we've gotten away with a lot this season. We've not gotten away with a lot, you know. It doesn't balance out over the season. It's lucky dip, you know. I always, you know, refs can obviously impact the game and their talking points can impact the game and things can throw things off course. But what we can account for is our performance, how we play, how we react to setbacks, how we start the game. So if we do these sort of things, we have half a chance. You don't do these things, it's a myth. For me, as I said, the thing I'm most scared about is that first and second ball, the first ball, because I can see Alisson. And listen, these lot can play all sorts of passes, balls in behind, crossfield passes, daisy cutters, the rest of it. But I can just see that Van Dijk getting his head up, you know, that lovely set of hair he's got, and there's a run there, and Tomiyasu wins the first header. We don't win the second header. And then obviously Liverpool are probably the best team in the league, excluding City, off the ball. I don't need to spell it out. This is why you lot are here, because you understand ball. It's brazy for us, man. Mr. Solomon, I appreciate that, man. Tapping toes, love, my guy. You know, you're all right for a spud, man. Sometimes I like it and I think, you know, you're not good at picking teams, but shout out to you. Proper analysis, Deluded, balanced Arsenal fan. That's why you're the realist. I appreciate that. Too many Arsenal fans getting carried away. Give it time and let's see if Arteta has really changed his team or not. Bro, in the same, I just keep it fair, innit? I don't think I'm necessarily balanced. I feel Arteta deserved a lot of critics going back to last November, and I still think he's on borrowed time in that regards, because I would say I've learned a lot, but I haven't learned a lot. I know we can play well. I've seen us play well on occasion. I know we can go on little runs. I've seen us do that. I'm at the point now, I need to see where we're at in January. I need to see what we're saying in April. Ultimately, May is all that matters. I don't care about being the best team in 2022, like fans used to say in 2021. We need to get back into Europe, you know. It's one of them. And the thing is, we've done well, but we've only done it for 10 games, all comps, however many that much is in the league. What are we going to say? What, it's 11, it's about to be our 12th game, but it's 11 games at this moment in time of speaking. What are we going to say after 22? What are we going to say after 33? So, you know, in the same way we was very vocal about condemning them and getting onto them and saying we don't see this. Now you can say you see a progress, but there's a long way to go. For me, I don't think we create chances enough. I don't think we dominate the game in terms of possession and actually how you defend holding onto the ball enough. I still think we're relying on individual brilliance. Obviously, we've got a young team and they're gelling and they're making mistakes. I'm not saying we're going to be mistake proof, but I see one too many incidences. Ironically, against your team, against Villa, less so much against Leicester, but it was there in the second half of like, we just get away with it sort of thing. Like there's brain farts, there's heart and mouth moments. And for me, I always implore fans, listen, take nothing away from Ramsdale. But why is it that Ramsdale, even when these games appear one-sided and clear-cut, why is Ramsdale our player of the month or our man of the match? It's nothing to do with Ramsdale. But if the keeper's man of the match, it's because he's making saves in that. If he's making saves, we're allowing chances. If we're allowing chances, are we allowing more than we should? And then obviously, as I said, are we playing well for 90? This is a good test of our character because these games are about fine margins. You know, you switch off for a second, it doesn't matter. You know, that's all she wrote. So it is what it is, man. Hopefully they can do a thing. End of the day, Liverpool are the better team, but as long as we compete and do our best, can't ask for more. That's where I'm at, man. You know. I think fans get carried away, just like with around the Brighton times. Like, and this is where the lack of balance, because we could have played much better against Brighton. I think the players were lackluster. I do think the fact that they played a back three kind of crippled us, and especially Partey and LOKONGA. But at the same time, a point against Brighton isn't the worst of things. And this is where we're winning. And as an Arsenal fan, we're starved of this. It's not a winning thing every week. It's not a winning thing every game. We're gonna have them Palace games and them Brighton games. And and like I said, with the brain farts against Watford, against Spurs, and all these other things, there's going to be times these things go against us. Against Spurs, there could have been a penalty for Ben White. Against Ben White, there's going to be times, rightly or wrongly, it's given. Same goes for against Burnley. You know, there's going to be times against Watford where we give the ball back, rightly or wrongly, and they got the other end to score. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. I like where we're at this sentiment in time, but it's 11 games in, 12 now when we play. I'd be gassing it a lot more if it was game week 33, because then obviously you've done the hard graft. We are going to drop points this season. Other teams have and will. It's all about, as I said, making it to January. You know, if we win, take the positives. Come 24 hours, it's irrelevant. If we lose, you know, obviously look at what we did wrong. Go again. Simple as that. And it'll be a nice week to get something out of this game, if ever, because obviously you've seen the results in and around. Is Tierney injured or coming back from injury? He's technically coming back from injury, but at the same time, he's fit. You saw how he played against Scotland. I wouldn't say he don't deserve to start, biased, but TAVARES deserves to start. Don't care if we get battered, as long as Arsenal can come back, like lose 5 to City. I think you mean as long as it's a closer cut game. DG, we're winning 2-1, and I'm coming on the live reaction vid to tell you we're in the title race. Book it. Ryan, shout out to you, but listen, you lot do your thing. We've got 2-2s, 2-2s, 3-1s, 2-1. I mean, with my heart, I'd say 2-1 Arsenal. With my brain, I think we're holding a 3, maybe even 4 against Liverpool. I hope it's not, but yeah, I just feel there's a mad golfing class, really. Like, it's one of them ones. Let's just hope, man. We need our pound of flesh from Liverpool. Hopefully the boys are on game today. We're playing against the ref as well, man. I gotta get it in. Can't lie. Can't wait for this test of the process, and looking forward to your show. Big up the DG. Rodrigo. Come on, man. No one talks about Jota. He's dangerous. I mean, how could you not talk about Jota? The man's a gunman in front of goal. You give him time, you give him space. We're going to pay, innit? Like, half of that team. And you know what it is? Don't get twisted. Salah, all these guys are amazing. But today, it wouldn't surprise me if Fabinho's the one who scores. Temiskas is the one who scores. It's the 9 times out of 10. It's the guy that you're not looking at makes the difference. Hello, DG. Feeling pain right now. Ollie has finished my club. Better days, man. As I said, I'm pretty sure while you wake up tomorrow, he's gone. No way you're not losing your job. I know they were saying to the end of the season and that, but boy, like you sack him now. Whoever you put in, you're gonna slowly come out of this little mini league race with Spurs and us and Wolves and Brighton and all these other teams. West Ham in fighting for 4th. If you sack him, things can happen. But I don't think the players are trying to get man sacked, but it's calamities. And again, you held a 4-1 at Watford. Respectfully, Watford again. If anything, it should have been a greasy nick the game 1-0 thing. 8 minutes until kickoff. Hit that like button if you haven't. Laka needs to drop deep and pick Thiago's pocket. Don't give him time on the ball. Fact. You know, again, I'm sure Liverpool fans, they're hoping for a win today to go with Gerrard winning his first game as gaffer. Are we playing inconsistent because of the personnel or the manager? 50-50. I think the manager at times, a more competent man can get more of the tools. And I think what I'm liking a bit with Arteta, there's more stability and clarity. But look at the players, you know. Again, they're not gonna show proper consistency over a 38-game period. We're gonna have good, bad, and ugly moments. Not sure if Newcastle have nicked this game, but it looks like they might have just nicked something. Let me see the results of other games, man. It's sounding like hopefully today is not one, but it sounds like it's been mad. Premier League results: Chelsea won 3-0 against Leicester, Villa won 2-0 against Brighton. It was 3-3 against Palace for Burnley. It was also 3-3 in Newcastle against Brentford. Big 3 points for Norwich and Dean Smith as they won 2-1 against Southampton. Watford result of the day so far. Watford 4, Man United 1, and Wolves defeated West Ham a goal to 0. And especially where United, West Ham are concerned, it'd be a bet. You know, there's never been a better week to win if you're Arsenal. Pardon me, bro. I'm a fan. Greetings from Canada. You're a humble brother. I appreciate that, Aaron. Deluded tapping collab. Hey, to be fair, man, obviously me and him have been Let me not talk. But I don't want to spoil the topic. But we're supposed to be doing a vid on his channel and think up. Well, when we was meant to do it, technical difficulties, and this week I've been busy. But yeah, tapping Tobes my guy, and I know he's a spud, but go follow him, man. He talks the talk, and he doesn't cap in it for his team. And you know what it is. I don't like all the talking nonsense and shouting. You know, it's a shame he supports Spurs, but he understands ball in it. Like, so I've always got time for him. And yeah, we'll do that. And we have. When Arsenal played Spurs, we did, innit? And I'm sure. I don't know when the return game is, but we'll do something, man. As I said, go subscribe to him. You know, tap in Told with Matisse. You know, if I had to say other London club fans, you know, it's unfortunate the teams they support, but they know ball. 46% of our goals this season have come from set pieces. Again, it's a scumbag thing. I'm not belittling it. I'm loving what we're doing in set pieces, but is it sustainable? Liverpool's right flank scares me. I would have preferred a back three so we could play both Nuno and Tierney to double up on Salah. We have a more positive team. No harm in trying these young guns. They're hungry to get behind the team, win, lose or draw, but show courage, Arsenal, to grab the win. Don't expect much, but if we have fight and design, try to create chances, I'll be happy. Need a Gabriel masterclass today. Man, I'm saying 2-2, Aubameyang and Ben White. I hear it. Got some more 2-1s where Arsenal are concerned. I just want to give them a game, make them earn the points for a change. Facts. I am loving it. Gabriel doing all the clapping thing, jumping up and down. I don't know why I'm gassing this, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Tomiyasu clapping as well. I come. Smith Rowe, do something. Laka, do something. Ramsdale, do something. Aubameyang looks focused. Hey, 5 minutes until kickoff. Let me stop smiling. Please don't crumble, boys. Please. Trying to see everyone's face. Tavares, I need it. Shout out to the away fans as well, man. 3-0 Arsenal. You lot's chests are high, innit? 2-2 and that. Hey, you lot are expecting Arsenal to come out and do the Mazzolini. DJ, have you seen the video of Arsenal and Ian Wright? No, I haven't, man. I heard this good. I mean, come on. Uncle Ian, Granddad Wenger. DG has got so much energy. I'm just happy to be here with you lot among everything. I know we're going to go on an emotional roller coaster. Saying that, I want to vomit. I've just seen Mohamed Salah. You know, nothing wrong with how he looks, pause. But, boy, I'm not even playing, boy. I'm getting shook now, man. They're showing Jurgen Klopp's face on Sky Sports. I'm just getting shook now, man. Almost at 200 likes. You, man, are moving mad. And gals out there, if you're there, appreciative to everyone supporting wherever you're at. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Anyone who doesn't hit the like button is a Spurs fan. Unless you're actually a Spurs fan, so hit the like button. Liverpool's trio is scary, brother. I'm not going to lie, I'm shook now. I'm shook. If you've got links, help people out. I'd go on his goals. But yeah, man, you know, I'm sure you all need a stream. Help people out. And if you've got a stream and you're trying to be selfish and you don't share it, I hope your stream stops working. So share up the thing and help people. Shout out the away fans, loud and proud, 100% people. I can't cap people. Hit the like button. Quick trip to the little boys' room before we kick off. As I told you, I'm shook. You get me? I'm back now, folks. I'm back. Let's do this. Come on, boys. Come on, man. Fuck it. It's a Valhalla thing, man. Whatever's going to happen shall happen, man. Destiny's already been decided in that, man. Let's see the timers working. All right, timers working. Everything's good. Everything is blessed. Let's go, man. Let's go. It's mad because this is all going to decide if I'm watching Match of the Day. In fact, let me not lie. I'm going to watch Match of the Day, but it's going to be on a recorded thing because I can't take when Arsenal lose and they analyze our games unless Uncle Ian's there. Would be nice to see a decent performance, but not going into this game with expectations, to be honest. Salah is the best in the world right now. He's got me shaking, bro. I'm shook. But you know, the good thing is you've only got to play these guys twice in the season. Hopefully they go out the FA Cup and whatnot. So we don't have to butt them in any of that. Fans are the votes are optimistic. It's our time now. We need to draw at least because Liverpool's front three is very scary. I just want to point and we're good. Arsenal have won just one of their last 12 Premier League meetings against Liverpool. That's got to end one day, innit? You know, that's embarrassing. And some of these players, home and away, have been getting embarrassed by Liverpool. It can't feel well. It can't feel good, you know. I used to play for Boardwalk Farm, but I also joined Edmonton All-Stars. And for a while, until we started beating them, Boardwalk Farm with Classford, who used to cheat anyway, shout out Classford, they used to bully us on the football field, smack us up, 3-4-5-1. They had bare big youths, I swear down, we're like 7 years of age. Guys are looking like 15. It's mad. And cheating and whatnot. After a while, it got tiring and we wanted to win and we started winning games. At some point, you've got to put these things to bed. That used to be a regular fixture, getting smacked up. Again, anyone that's played against Boardwalk Farm, half the time, you know, they've probably won the game when you get to the estate, when you see the fountain and that people used to get shook. People did not want to play. But it has to stop, and that's just like Anfield. Obviously, Anfield is not Boardwalk Farm, but it's scary. It's really both scary, to be fair. From a footballing point of view, two places you don't want to be unless you're from around there, really. Like, but it's time, people. It's destiny, man. We've done bare chatting in the international break. It's here, innit? It's now or never. Hit the like button if you haven't. Kickoff is imminent, people. And it's live. It's not live yet. I just wanted to scream that. I'm getting excited. Just happy to be here with you lot. Arteta's focus. He's got the drip out. Oh, false alarm. They're jumping up and down. I thought the players had me scared. Liverpool will kick off. It's here now, man. It's here. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to kick off. Michael Oliver's going to act today. Doing the knee thing or... I don't know what's going on. Oh, we're doing the knee thing. Shout out Jurgen Klopp for getting involved in that as well, man. Kickoff has happened, people. Liverpool versus Arsenal. It's now or never, people. Let's go. Jesus Christ. To Miscas. Lacazette, good tackle. Saka, I move to them. Aubameyang, dead. Fabinho gives it back. Come on, boys. It feels like there's something in the air today. I don't want to do Watchalong for this, people. I can't lie, man. I'm nervous. Unusually nervous now. Joe Matip, he's giving it back to Alisson. Okay, what we saying off the ball? This is what I wanted to see. Thiago spreaded it to Van Dijk. Van Dijk to Alisson. Off the ball. Immediately, you can see Lacazette on Fabinho. Cool, that's what I wanted to see. Force them long. Joe Matip tries to punch it into the channel. Smith Rowe well in. It's here with Alisson. As you could probably expect, there's going to be periods where Liverpool have more of the ball than us. Van Dijk, that's the first long ball forward. This is everything. Tomiyasu, where are you? Ben White wins it. Ref! That's a yellow for Mane. He's fucking took his head off. Come on, we got a dark arts thing today. Appeal for everything. Shout everything. Scumbag everything. It's one of them games. Watford business as well. Ball goes out playing. I'm sorry, Liverpool fans. You know me. I'm a good sport. I'm a good guy, but it's one of them games, man. Ramsdale, Gabriel, LOKONGA, Tavares, Aubameyang, Smith Rowe. Go down. That's our ball. Come on, boys. It's only a minute in. Hey, man, make sure you're blocking them spammers, people. I don't know for them mad youths, but yeah. I got to put DG on pause to level up if he's ahead. Trust. Yo, haven't they started? Yeah, they have, bro. What the hell? It's here with Matip anyways, people, and it's back here with Alisson. Alisson's seen more of the ball than probably half of Arsenal's team so far. Virgil van Dijk. What a centre-half, man. He's got everything, man. Alisson. Matip. So it doesn't look like we're doing that just mad boy pressing. We're letting certain man have the ball and it's a shape thing. 4-5-1, as you can see, Lacazette's dropped into some 10 thing. Matip. I'm so scared today, folks. I can't even lie to you. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Thiago. Van Dijk, he's gone long again. Tomiyasu, where are you, my guy? Good reading of the game. I spoke too soon. That was a nervous header by Tomiyasu. He's giving it to Tamiskas. LOKONGA and Gabriel deal with it. There's no outball, though, as we've seen. Work, boys. Work. Smith Rowe, press for me. Can't lie, Liverpool are wavy. Thiago's, well, sorry, it's not Thiago, it's Ox. Ox might have forgotten who he played for and he's put it out. Ox, if you want to play for us again, I don't mind. There was rumors of you in loan in Jan. I was humble. I said if we're desperate, we'll take you. So hopefully you've watched that vid. Pardon me. Shut up, man, that Liverpool fan about time. Shut up, man. Tavares, take as long as you want. Yo, Tavares, you know, Tavares has been fouled there, but that's a warning. You ain't going to get time. You're not going to get time on the ball. You have to make time. Still 0-0, people. Still 0-0. Big up yourself, military gooner. Gabriel. Ben White, yo, Ben White, Benjamin's going on one of them runs. Yo, this is Anfield, bro. What we doing? It's giving it away unnecessarily. It's here with Salah, brother. I like bravery, but time and a place. And is that a Liverpool corner? Hey, Benjamin. This ain't Watford, brother. I like the confidence, but time and a place. You could see you're doing too much. Benjamin. All right, thankfully it's not a corner, but that's what Salah's waking up. That's the cobwebs. It is a corner. All right, so goal kick. Hey, this guy's playing with my emotion. Never know what's going on. Apologies, people. You know, I can't lie. We've started all right playing out from the back. Apart from that, probably too confident. Lokonga well in. Go long now. Get rid, Lokonga. Again, we're giving it away. I know it's tough. Aubameyang to go on a press. Aubameyang, don't waste your energy. Clearly, Matip's got that. Right, S. Well, to be fair, you're playing against Liverpool. Hey, man, it's a good time to be a United fan. I'm convinced Ollie's gone after today. I'm so sure you'll wake up on Sunday, he's gone. Like, or definitely Monday, he's gone, man. They're going to let him travel up, not sack him now, probably get sacked on the coach. They're going to do him like Ronald Koeman. As you could expect, we're now camped in our own half. Liverpool have the ball on this left-hand side. Our shape so far has been all right. Tomiyasu fouling. Well in, dark arts. Mane, shut up, man. Come on, boys. Hey, Benjamin. Yes, dark arts. Act like you've been shot. We need that. You know, Mane knows he's been conned. Are you letting Benjamin thingy? It's all right so far. It's all right. First 5. You could say that. Holding our shape really well. TAVARES. Gabriel. Yo, Gabriel, that was tired, man. It's been intercepted. Saka's done well, but he's been crowded out. Come on. We've got immediately, clearly there's no outball. Man said Mane went Turkey, but he's still slightly mean. He tried to do the realistic thing. Do you know what it is? It's probably, I clock with them things. Not that I know about that or need that, but I clock them things. Probably got to, I don't know, probably got to adapt to your head. Look at Townsend. His one came in smoothly. You look at Rooney and Ashley Young. They did the dramatic thing. You can't go from bold to having skin fade and all them things. They don't look right. Liverpool high possession of the ball, people. Liverpool's back line, really. Alisson. Thiago, press resistant. What a ball. Ox. Trent. Love Island to Love Island. Trent. Back to Van Dijk. What a player Van Dijk is, man. Got to be jealous of some of these Liverpool players, man. Bloody hell. Trent Alexander. How much money has he saved him? Imagine if he was at Brighton or something. How much is he going to cost to buy? Same with Reece James over at Chelsea. Tomiyasu, good ball. Saka, come on. Take him on. Saka, do him. Saka, do him. You're Ronaldinho today. Saka, believe. Lacazette, are you, man? We didn't believe in yourselves. You lot didn't believe in yourselves in there. Saka, you didn't believe. You didn't believe. Benjamin, no foul, so you foul him. Benjamin, you're not with this today, man. Pattern. Saka, man, you got to believe there. Got caught in two minds. Bang it, man. But to be fair, I remember when Ainsley scored early on and we thought it was being different. Trent, what a ball. Doesn't get to Salah. And again, first 7 minutes, we haven't seen much of Salah, but you don't need to see much of Salah. Saka, I expected a bit better there. I'm not going to lie. Tomiyasu did well. Saka's broken down the right-hand side. I thought he could have been a bit greedy there. He could have committed Van Dijk. I think he looked Van Dijk just there. Van Dijk knew the pass was coming inside, and Saka with his left foot. I think he could have done the decoy thing. It's here with Aubameyang. All right, Laka, get in the box. We need a pen. Aubameyang step overs, delivers. Lacazette doesn't win it. Tomiyasu, you're gonna dive. Oh, fuck off, Rev. Come on, Rev. Come on, Rev. What happened to him? You're a big man, Thiago. You got grey hairs and that acting like you've been shot, man. I can't lie. I love Thiago and he was fouled, but it's just, you know, it's the Arsenal with me, man. I'm sorry, Thiago, man. I'm lying to the fans. It's not like me to do that. I apologize, people. But anyways, Alisson is giving it to Matip. Alisson's got it back. I mean, decent 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 82 more to go. 8 o'clock, allow it, man. Is it a point thing today? Ben White, Laka, Tomiyasu loses it. Tomiyasu need to do better there. Lacazette, no, you can't get off Thiago. Good block there on Fabinho. He's going to spray a lovely pass. Alisson puts his foot through it. First and seconds, time. Tavares probably makes that harder than it needs to be there. Boys, talk. Tavares and Gabriel going for the same ball. Boys, Defo started a lot better than what I thought, but I'm scared, man. I see Salah in good areas. I see Mane in good areas. I see Jota in good runs. It's crazy. Mane on this left-hand side. Tomiyasu, show him down the flank. Concede the corner. He showed him too much. Well in, Tomiyasu. Safe, Mane. Well, I didn't think you needed to do that, Tomiyasu. Getting a bit nervous there. And Mane's done well to earn a corner. I'm bugging out, people. Tomiskas, he's done well in Thingy's absence. I'm not going to lie. Bit of what we're talking about with Tavares and Tierney happening at Liverpool. You know, Tomiskas, don't think you're going to get many opportunities, or historically would in the head of Robertson. You get chances, take them, and now it's his spot to lose. And you don't look like any signs of slowing down. Thiago, Van Dijk. So far in this opening 9 minutes, it's been very slow, been very patient, been very, patient from Liverpool. They haven't tried to force things. They've had the majority of the ball as expected. They haven't harmed us, but again, it's a lot of football to go. Our shape's been all right. 1 or 2 nervy moments, you know, Ben White doing too much. We've pressed well on occasion. Liverpool down this right-hand side is here with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Does well to buy himself a couple of yards. Actually commits Gabriel. Gabriel just about survives. Almost rips him. Boys. Fabinho and Thiago. It's a free run. No one's going for it. How can the 2 Liverpool men be queuing up for the ball on the edge of our box and no one's trying to contest that? It's a game of chess at the moment. You know, I'd say that's the first positive I'm getting as an Arsenal fan. It's not been Liverpool normally blitz us to death. You know, City kind of, it's like having 2 serial killers when we play these teams. Let City play with us. We die a slow death. City, you know, Liverpool just get the knife and just stab you in your neck bare times, like such as Mane and Salah and all these guys just pouring forward and savaging us. Game starting to open up. Fabinho, silly foul from Aubameyang. Surely gets a yellow if he does that again. Need that though. Stop showing Ramsdale, man. Show the game, man. Oh, Sky Sports are annoying me. Show the game. Thank you. Zooming in on man's face. I might as go. No need to say that. Don't want to see Ramsdale today because it means we're under pressure. And 4-5-1's working so far. I'll be keen to see if we can hold this sort of shape when we're tired, when the gaps start opening. And you can see, look at Trent on this right-hand side. I hope we know what's going on. We're lucky it's gone out of play, people. Whew. Big up everybody locked in. 225 likes already, people. Appreciative of that. One love to you lot. You know, Jurgen Klopp has won 7 of 11 Premier League games he's played against us. Quality manager, but bloody hell, Klopp, take it easy on us. You don't have to go that hard on us. Jesus. Give us a chance. Ramsdale's gone long this time. First and seconds. Laka. Good contest. Loses out to Thiago. Mane pips Tomiyasu to it. Be strong, Tomiyasu. No foul. No foul. No foul. Never a foul. Ref, he's looking for that, man. He's doing the fisherman thing. He's diving. And Tomiyasu, be smarter. You could see Mane's looking for that. That all comes from not winning the first and second balls. Saka, you need to start tracking. I'm not going to lie. It's a foul still. I ain't going to lie. I haven't said Partey's name once. I can't lie. It was a foul seeing it again. But Liverpool have a free kick in a wonderful area. Tomiskas to take. Ball in. Headed over. Van Dijk. Big up to you lot locked in, people. Marking looked good from that set piece. No one let their man just Well, so in fact, I can't see who was meant to mark him. Someone went to sleep for Matip, and Matip's actually shouting at Van Dijk. He feels that should have been him. Please, I'm not watching at all. Damn, son. Benjamin puts his foot through it, but again, we've got that's dead. Saka, ref. Laka. Hey, ref, fucking hell. I ain't gonna lie, it's not a foul. I mean, Thiago's a joy to watch, man. Smith Rowe, after this game, watch it again. You should just watch Thiago and learn. And here Thiago is. Come on, Saka, drop back, please. Jota tries to send Benjamin. Benjamin holds it up. Saka, come on, bro. Saka, fam. Salah now. It's over now, man. Smith Rowe. Come on, Smith Rowe, be sensible. We're really struggling to find an out ball. Really struggling. Allison, again, can we take advantage of that? He loves coming off his line. And this is where we need to have sensibleness in possession. This is where you need your Sakas and Smith Rowes to hold on to the ball and get us further up the pitch. This is where you potentially need to give it to TAVARES. Anyone that's played Sunday League, when you're defending like this, it gets tiring, man. We need a bit of quality. Partey, wake up, please. We're doing all right, man. Liverpool's starting to get into the groove of things. I'm not going to cap, though. Really starting to up it. No foul, Laka. Oh, fuck us, ref, man. Love to see that from Laka, instantly not letting them take it quickly. It's small things, but these are the small things Arsenal historically have lacked. What goes into being a competent side. To be fair, Partey is not fully fit, is he? And it's Trent over this set piece with Tomiskas. I mean, Van Dijk at the back post. Oh my, what a pass. Tomiyasu wins the header. Offside's eventually given. Good defending, boys. Good defending. But what scares me is the queue of Liverpool shirts. Can we get to 300 before the end of the game, people? Mad thing to be at 235 already. Ramsdale to take this. I mean, Partey and LOKONGA are standing right next to each other. It's only the ball into TAVARES. And TAVARES, him and Gabriel, they're going to put themselves under trouble. And it's just going to... Oh, Lord. Get rid now, Gabriel, please. Just about. Laka, hold it, please. Saka, come on. Taking down the line. We need to stretch them. Tomiyasu, overlap. Tomiyasu. We need to be brave when the opportunities are there. And that was an opportunity to be a bit brave, man. Ben White. Oh. 2-1 Arsenal. Smith Rowe to bag. Don't know for that. Liverpool is no City. They don't like having possession, better at transitions. Good defending. Everyone stay calm. Club need to learn how to do this and be confident in doing it. Partey is lost, says Phil. But game's lacking tempo. For the neutrals, I'd say. Partey. Saka wants a million years on that ball. I thought he was fouled there. Laka gets got to Tomiyasu. We're not going to get many chances. We need to do well. That's a good ball from Tomiyasu. That's a corner, surely. I don't know what it is. I think Van Dijk dealt with that. But that's positive. It's not out. I thought that was a handball from Mane. Man, I'm really waiting for the full-time whistle. Rather a draw or a win for Arsenal, Charles. I'm actually a Bayern Munich fan, but I'm going for Arsenal. I appreciate that. Thomas has to manage his effort. Do you know what? I really applaud him for that. That's not a foul. I don't know why we're seeing the Ox clearance again. It's not a foul. I would take a pen, but there's nothing wrong with it. Benjamin wins the header. Lacazette. Ref, come on! Hey, thank you. This is what I need from Laka. That's a foul on Laka. This is a win for Liverpool. I hope not, but I respect your opinion. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain made 132 appearances for us and won 2 FA Cups. Shout out, Ox, man. I can't blame you for going Liverpool. At the time, it looked like a sideward step, but you knew FSG was trying to do a mazza. You've won the Premier League and the champs. And you never disrespected the club. I just get it. We were not trying to do the winning thing. Liverpool's another big club. To say you played for Arsenal and Liverpool, looking back at your career, played for your country and won a couple trophies, I say that, you've won everything, really. Saka's and LOKONGA's taking it short. What's all this one about? Benjamin White tried to find TAVARES. I mean, that's one from the training ground. I applaud the effort, but it just didn't bang in it. I know he maybe doesn't deserve it, but I'd switch Oba for Martinelli right now. To be fair, I think the team out there can do a thing. Oh, dodgy pass by Van Dijk, but it gets to his man. No foul. Laka wins it. Lokonga, come on, be brave. Lokonga, look at Smith Rowe is there. It's died now. Come on, everyone be brave. Show for it. You're going to force Gabriel to go home. He has to go home. And then the same thing's going to happen again. When the opportunity presents itself, be brave in possession, people. Be bold. Benjamin White, not you, because you're too brave. I can't lie. Shout out Benjamin, but my heart can't take it. Benjamin, that's a good ball to Saka. Ref, you know that's not offside. Thank you. Saka, where's Saka's options? Tommy, where are you? Saka's got to do it alone. Tries a madman thing. That was dead. Come on, win it back then, Saka. What do you think this is? If it don't bang, win it back to TAVARES. Aye. Partey, baggy touch from him. We need to be a bit braver, man. We're being a bit shook. Benjamin's the only one kind of being brave with it. Saka, you need to be brave with it. Tomiyasu, brave with it. I like that. It didn't bang for Tomiyasu, but bravery. It didn't bang, boys. Bravery. You attempted to take someone on. Saka, I need a performance. I need you to wake up, man. Would you be happy with 0-0? Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yes, Arteta. Shout at them. Tell them everything. All of that. All of that. Don't even know what he's telling them, but tell them that. We missed the first header. Gabriel wins the second. Lokonga. Smith Rowe. Oh, shit. Smith Rowe's lost it between Lokonga and it's here with Salah. Salah. Heavy touch from Jota. Somehow God has let us live another day. But I think the flags have eventually come up. But again, you've got to wake up. If you've got links, share them. I'm watching this on TV, broski. By God's grace, Salah is offside. But again, can't lose the ball cheaply there. They're giving us one too many signs. Bit braver. We need a bit more. We're losing it very cheaply and we've lost it again, man. You're going to keep doing this and Liverpool eventually are going to take chances. Partey this time. All in. Mane. Oh, Jota. No foul. No foul, Saka. No foul, Tommy. Mane stands it up. Ramsdale, hold on to it. Where is Ramsdale's options now? None. We're losing the ball very cheaply now. And again, can't afford to do that. I mean, Ramsdale's clearly trying his best to take the sting out of the game. The centre-backs can play with it all they want. Like, they need options. And I mean, this is why you need a midfielder in the summer. Partey and Lokonga don't want it, really. In their heart, they don't want it. Pardon me, and that weren't the best of balls from Ramsdale into Tomiyasu. Thank God Laka's won the first. Who's going to win the second? It goes to Thiago. So it's given right back. We've got no out ball. Again, I don't imagine anyone's necessarily tied the first 20. If you're doing this in the last 20, Liverpool are going to score. So far, so good. 20 minutes in 0-0. We've done what we need to do, man. Can't believe that as a Chelsea fan, I want Arsenal to win, but 2-1 Liverpool. Lokonga making the same mistakes from the Watford game is jarring. Sambi half stepped slow in decision making. Again, he's still learned. It's barely been 6 months. Man's coming from Anderlecht to Premier League. Salah up against TAVARES. TAVARES does well. Lokonga, make a foul for me. Salah up against TAVARES. No diving in. No diving in. Double up. Double up. Well in. Good tackle, Lokonga. No foul. Ox tries to shoot. It's blocked. TAVARES, clear it. What are you doing? Hold on to it. Take a foul. Go down. Go down. TAVARES' problem is he wants one touch too many. Defended well there, though. It's here with Fabinho. Liverpool starting to up it. Big up DG, just passing through with a like. Appreciative. So true. We're losing possession in centre mid like a game of ping pong. We're going to get knackered. Anyone that's played Sunday League and you're doing that, you get knackered. The right hand, I think our right hand side, this Liverpool's left is where a goal might come from. Laka's done well there and we might be able to break. Go on, Laka. Where's the options? It's only Oba. He's done well to find Oba. Where's Oba's options? Play it. He's found Saka. Where's Saka? Saka, do it alone. Saka, movie settings. Movie settings. Bang it, my dog. Saka, you're not believing, man. Tomiyasu, well in. Well in. Put that in. Right, go down, go down. Can you get a foul? Dark. Oh, Tomiyasu. I can't lie. I love you, Tomiyasu, but whenever you try skills, it's meaty, bro. You're not that. I respect it though, man. I respect it. Saka, you need to believe in yourself. More better decision making. You get caught in two minds. Bang it, man. Benjamin wins the header, second ball. Benjamin, our line looks pretty high. We might be in problems. You and Gabriel, I hope you're switched on. I can't see Salah in shot, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to see him eventually. TAVARES, no foul. No foul. Fouls Mane. Block the ball. Block the ball. Block the ball. See, that's what Smith Rowe should be doing. Smith Rowe, you stand in front so my man can get back. Come on, boys. Whether you're young or not, we've played it. You have played enough games now to kind of know what you got to do. We're doing okay, but we need more confidence with those passes, more bravery, going for the option that advances the attack. Tell him again, Toby. You said it. The only reason Brighton got something and West Ham got something is when the opportunities came, they believed they could score. We don't look like we believe. It looks like we've won a lucky dip. Like there's not many chances. Trent. Fabinho. Salah. Fabinho. Patient play from Liverpool here. Tommy, too honest there. Perfect time for dark arts. Trust me. 252 likes. Appreciative people. Win, lose, or draw. I appreciate you lot being here with, man. Salah. Tries to play a pass. No foul. It's gone through to Trent. Good ball. It skipped past everyone. Saka's hooked it clear for a corner. I ain't going to lie. It shouldn't have skipped past that many people. I can't lie. I don't know what Ben White was doing there. Ben White, I like Ben White, but he does a couple crazy things still. And Saka, that was booked from him as well. Saka looks a bit nervous today. Man. Trent, that's a fantastic ball. Van Dijk wins it. Smith Rowe hooks it clear. Again, no out ball. Fabinho there. Fabinho's going to find Alisson. And you can see, look, Aubameyang's not going to do the mad chasing thing. Hold our shape. Press when the ball comes into certain areas. Fabinho. It looks like Fabinho, well, up until now, it looked like Fabinho said, you know what, Trent, you get higher. I'll cover this space. Jota. Liverpool starting to up it. Fantastic run by Jota. No foul, Partey. Done well there. Seconds. LOKONGA to Laka. Come on now, boys. Saka. Ref, that's a yellow for Van Dijk. Let's get that card out early. Ref. Come on. We're too nice sometimes, man. Gabriel. Tomiyasu. Saka. Laka. Well, we've lost that, man. This is dead. Mane giving back. Thankfully, Mane is giving it to LOKONGA. LOKONGA to Lacazette. Lacazette not fouled. He looked like he was just completely barged off the ball, and he was. And Liverpool could advance. It's here with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain charging run forward. He buys a raffle ticket. It will be another corner. One love to everybody tuned in. Keep running up the like button, people. Goals from corners. Liverpool have scored 5 this season. We've scored 4. West Ham and Liverpool scored 5. We've scored 4, which is level with Chelsea and Wolves out of every team that scored the most from set pieces. And I mean, when you got Van Dijk and the rest of them, ball in, Benjamin gets the header. It's all about the second ball, though. Thiago tries to clip it back in. Liverpool retained possession. It's gone back to Alisson, I assume. You know, his Brazilian teammate in Fabinho does that. Exactly that. Thiago. Van Dijk. This is one nerve-wracking game. Messi has scored his first goal for PSG after 412 minutes, people. League goal. Apologies. Patient play here from Liverpool. It's here with Thiago. Mane. Matip. Fabinho. Thiago. Patient play here from Liverpool. Timiskas, that's a good ball. He finds Jota, he finds Mane. Liverpool's so good at making space. That's a good tackle from Partey. Good bit of trickery from Mane to try to evade him. Lokonga, bit of a hospital pass from him. Smith Rowe gives it to Ramsdale. Ooh. Ramsdale and Lokonga playing a bit spicy there, isn't it? Gabriel puts his foot through it, but again, it's dead. And Gabriel, Van Dijk, apologies, unopposed, will just turn on it and say, you know, Alisson, you don't need it. Gives it to Fabinho. Fabinho finds Salah. Smith Rowe. Look, Tavares, someone's got to stop the Trent cross. Don't stop the Trent cross. It's fallen to Thiago. Ramsdale spilled it. It's a pure Mazza going on. By God's grace, it's a corner. Mane, hands on hips, doesn't know what's going on. I don't know how they haven't scored there either. But again, giving Trent acres of space. I know it's tiring. Smith Rowe, Tavares, 6s and 7s. Thiago should score the follow-up. Ramsdale's flapped at that. I don't know how Ramsdale spilt that. Liverpool starting to wake up. We've headed the first ball. Are we going to head the second? It's still alive. Tavares. Thiago gives it back. I think someone's offside or we've won a foul. I don't know what's going on there. Lacazette's down. That's the fourth time Ramsdale's got away with something. Might not be so lucky. Fair enough. When it's coming at you in real time, you can't always hold on to it. But boy, you should be holding on to that, in my opinion. I want to watch the game live. Pearl, then watch the game live. I want Arsenal to win. So hopefully they win. Fewest goals conceded this season. Ramsdale. Only 4. Ramsdale's put his foot through it. Saka's not going to win it. Doesn't win it. It's a throw-in for Liverpool. Van Dijk. Matip. Ox. Liverpool probably going to end up scoring now. Ox loses it, thankfully. Still doing what plagued him at Arsenal. Smith Rowe. Aubameyang, but there's no options. 5 red shirts. Aubameyang, that's a heavy touch. Smith Rowe. Oh, Aubameyang surely onside there. Laka. I mean, is that onside? VAR, you going to nice us? Clearly offside there. Good play from us. Not the best, but miles offside Aubameyang, but I'm sure, like everyone, we all had small hope VAR would just maybe something would. But that shows we can put moves. You can put moves together going forward, but it's scary, man. Matip to Alisson. 15 minutes left of this first half. It's still 0-0. Oh, because you lot are screaming Origi for whatever reason, man. You lot are confusing people. I thought Tomiyasu was fouled there. I think we've just been given the throw-in. Arteta and Klopp. Yes! Yes, Arteta. Shut up, you pussies, you Liverpool pussies. Bro, we're in your block. What are you going to do, Klopp? What are you going to do? Yes, Arteta. Energy. What are you going to do? And stop holding Arteta. Move this one here, put down. Yes, Arteta. Them suck his mum, man. Energy. Yeah. Crowder. This Anfield playing fields or Hackney Marshes, even where I'm involved. Shut up, man, you Liverpool pricks. Win or lose, we're on this. Do this in the change rooms. Energy. Yeah. Energy. Handbags are us. Yes. Yellow cards for both teams. Shut up, Klopp, man. Klopp, shut up, man. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. Shut up. Crud. Oh, you lot need to show the same crud as the manager, man. But that's a yellow for Mane. Mane always does these cunting things. If it's not him, it's Trent Alexander-Arnold. What go on for these youths? Because it's Liverpool, it's nothing wrong. If you're so hard done by, it's the ref. It's always the ref against with you lot. Shut up. Who's your assistant, man? Shut up, man. Hey, where's Kolasinac? You man, lucky he didn't travel. Should have brought him just for the bench. Where's Kolasinac? Yes, Arteta. Gas them. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. Where can I watch the game live? Help people out if they're looking for it. Well, Mane always does that, man. But no one ever does that when you're Liverpool. Hopefully that livens it up for us. Oh, Tavares got himself in trouble there. Salah's in possession. Mohamed Salah's done well. I mean, one thing I don't think Salah gets credit for is this body strength, man. Just brush Smith Rowe. No brownie points for brushing Smith Rowe, but he brushed Smith Rowe off the ball there. Don't watch that. It's back here with Salah. Oh, Lord, we're about to get written off. Survive to live another day. LOKONGA wins it. LOKONGA, come on. I know you like a million touches. Thank you, Tavares. Tavares is struggling, man. I can't lie to you. He's lost it. Good play from Ja. Tavares puts his foot through it. And it's not like, well, something else has to change. We can't do this. I can't lie. Even if you get Pepe on just to dribble, someone's got to hold on to this ball, man. We're not holding on to it. We're getting tired, man. Crazy. Oh, Tavares passed through his legs. Benjamin's done all right. I spoke too soon. He wants a million years. Benjamin, you'd be a much better defender if you realised there's a time and a place. And now, look, should be 1-0. Ramsdale saved it. Oh, for fuck. Ramsdale. Big fucking Ramsdale. There's only too many times that's going to happen. The fans are getting on top of us now. Again, people need to stop doing stupid shit. Ben White's done so well. Instead, he's trying to fucking nutmeg people. Come on, defend first, man. Defend first. Ramsdale don't know too much about that. But he's done well just to move it away. Partey what there once again. Ball into the box. Tomiyasu headers it clear. We knew he was going to be under the cosh. We knew at times we were going to have to feint Ramsdale. Aubameyang, come on, man. You can't be sold that quickly. Long ball into the box. Tavares clears Smith Rowe. Up against Ox. Ox wins it. Smith Rowe. Put every fibre into that. Don't let him go. Come on, boys. Raise it, man. I know it's hard. You're under the pressure. 12th man are onto you. Liverpool are onto you. Ramsdale's making saves. This is the big leagues. You think it's going to be Watford and Norwich every week? You got to earn the right. Come on, boys. A bit more bravery from us, man. Salah up against Gabriel. Holds on to it. No foul. Gabriel does well. Second time of asking. Lacazette stops, turns. Doesn't get to his man. Come on, Salah's going to keep that in. No, he's not. Gabriel's going to brush him. Shut up. Fuck these Liverpool fans, man. This is a good contest. Bro, why is this guy spamming, man? It's not that funny, bro. Trent Alexander-Arnold about to score. Somehow doesn't. And he's swearing and that. Ramsdale, a cheeky grin. He saved it. He's telling his boys to come on. I mean, we're under the cosh now. This has been Liverpool's best period, in my opinion. They're finally woken up. Maybe seeing their gaffer beefing and that. It's the toughest period. But our new players, this is the Premier League, bro. Ramsdale punches. Trent tries to do the volley thing. Come on, boys, take responsibility. Why is everyone running away from the ball? The move isn't dead. To Miscas. Ben White. Ben White's done well in the air. Saka. Referee's being pulled. Laka wins it. Laka, pass it. Pass it, Laka. Thank you, Laka. All right, Aubameyang, bust out. Fantastic tackle from Fabinho. Fabinho doesn't make that tackle. Liverpool are pissed. And he's right. Tell him, man, to switch on. Come on, man. You're just as much in this as Liverpool. Come on, come on. Where's Sambi's options? He's going to lose it. Why does this feel like a cup final? Salah. Saka, sorry. I'm so scared. I'm saying, man, the wrong name. Tomiyasu. Square pass. Gabriel. Let's do the basics. Ben White. Can we go back to Ramsdale? This guy's always trying to fucking do the hard things, man. Just keep it simple, man. Want to some use, man. He's doing fucking half it like a no foul. No foul. It's a foul. It's fuck's sake, man. I actually like Benjamin White, but there's a time and a place, man. Just do the basics. It's not every day. Show the world you're a modern centre half. I know you like to play with the ball at your feet, but brother, come on, man. Ooh, that's surely a yellow card for a man, man. That was classic. That's his totting up process, surely. Matip trying to advance forward. This is a cup game. DG, please bless me with a stream. I provide a stream if you're watching. I'd go on his goals if it was me personally. I'm watching it on TV, my guy. I can't really help you. You're right, see, man. But it's just the cheap mistakes, man. Come on. Trent Alexander-Arnold over this set piece. That's a good ball. It's 1-0. We knew it was coming. Sadio Mane, we knew it was coming. React, boys. You knew you was going to concede. You expected not to concede against Liverpool? React. Don't feel sorry for yourself. They deserve that. Don't feel sorry for yourself. We knew they were going to do it from a set piece. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You expected Mane or Salah not to score? They deserve that because they put us under extreme pressure. Trent, what a player. Good play. Poor marking from us. We've gone to sleep. This is the zonal marking thing. Tomiyasu's got two man. In between Gabriel and Mane. You know, Gabriel has no clue. Hey. Oh, minor. You deserve that. I'm shameless. Sorry, people. I wish. Sorry, folks. Didn't even clock that. Sorry, but I wish. Not quite that. It's not that thing. But Liverpool have deserved that. They turn up the pressure, and we've been making some silly, cheap mistakes. Saka. Can't lie, man. I think you've got to bring Pepe in for Saka now, soon. Got to deal with that, bro. Well in Saka. Come on. Good defending. Is that? Come on. You lot don't believe in yourselves, man. There's been a lack of belief consistently. Oh, LOKONGA ref. Come on, that's a free kick. LOKONGA, that's a bit of a triangle head. Partey. Play from him. Might as well try to. Oh, Partey's lost it. Someone concede the foul. It's peak now. Gabriel, can you get that home to Ramsdale? Yes, you can. Come on. Ben White asks for it. Ben White wants. LOKONGA's going to slow it all down. There's no need for it to hit LOKONGA. Just give it to Ben White and play it forward. At least he's a mad one with it, but at least he wants to play. Saka. Ref, come on! How many times? And he's throwing the ball away. Come on, ref. Boys, it's 1-0. I don't know who DS is, but I'll tell him you said thanks. Come on, fam. How many times is Mane fouling, man, today, fam? Now we're just losing our discipline, but there's too much gaps in this team. It's a mentality thing with these players, but you're a goal down. Keep going. West Ham win a goal down. Brighton win a goal down, surely. I could be lying. I might be lying with the Brighton one. I might be lying with West Ham as well, but I'm sure Liverpool took the lead in that game. Tomiyasu finally overlaps. Wow. Saka. Lacazette slips. We got shagged. LOKONGA. Okay, bro. Well, what game are you playing? First time Saka's woken up. Unfortunately, Laka drops presented a chance to LOKONGA. LOKONGA really shouldn't be trying to shoot from there. At least put your foot through it. 1-0 to Liverpool. They deserved it because I'd say in the last 10 minutes in particular, really gone up a level. Brother, come on. How are you not giving... What's that for Mane? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Mane, you don't want it, man. No one's scared of the mad uncle thing. No one is scared of the mad uncle thing. No one's scared of the mad uncle thing. Like, stop breading him, man. Stop breading him. You might be saying, all right, cool. Just being a cunt. Like, pardon my French, people. Like, come on, the ball's out of play. You can seriously injure people. But because it's Liverpool, there's nothing wrong with it. They're just hard done by. What's the point of that? Don't get it twisted. Ben White's acting like he's been shot. But what's the point of that? What is the need of that? Where is he going? It's off the field. Shut up, man, Mane. Don't beef Gabriel. The battle of the no hairlines. We'd be vexed as well, but you're spending more than all our salaries and you still got dead thing. Pussy or eat, man. Saka's done well. Saka, you need to wake up, man. I can't lie. Unpopular opinion, his play should be under threat at least for the next couple of games. He's not really been doing the business. Still a fantastic young player. Minute odd until half time. You lot are not out the game. You lot are acting like you're going to lose 5-0. It's like you still have some emotional wounds. I think there's a lack of belief, man. Real lack of belief. I want to say there's not belief. Like, it's not like they're lacking any belief, but it's like you lot subconsciously do not believe you can win. You're admiring some of these players too much. Good ball from TAVARES. Aubameyang. Oh, too much on that. Bit too much respect, man. I'm going to say we're not in the game. I mean, I'm not surprised, but as long as we don't put our heads down, but if you put your heads down, you're losing 4-5-0. That goal's been coming, you know. Ramsdale can't save you forever. Partey, Saka, please. Can we act like everyone's on the same team? Just relax, man. Hot potato, everyone's panicking. Just chill out. It's only one goal. It's 45 minutes. Chill out, man. You knew you was gonna go a goal down. You knew if it wasn't Mane, think he would score. Mane, it's like, stop talking to him. Unless you're gonna put him on the fucking floor, stop chatting to him. If you're not gonna let him know you're there and lift him up, lift him in the air, stop talking to him. You lot are too nice, man. Wish you lot could see me on Sunday. You see a real DG. Aubameyang seconds though, it's dead. Like, it's dead. Saka trying to wait Van Dijk. Funny. That's the end of the first half. You lot going at half time. It's not a game to be moaning at, but it's just because we're gonna have regrets. We're gonna have regrets if this game ends, boys. Sorry, people. I'm trying to pause the timer. Let me know your halftime thoughts, though, folks. Halftime. Say halftime. You know, there's no shame in being a goal down from a set piece, but you have to commit more belief, a bit more belief, man. Bit braver on the ball. We've defended okay, but that's not the majority of the game. There's no options for the man on ball. I think certain players want too many touches, man. Man said, what's the clock at? You can see the clock. Interesting comments, people. Partey clearly wasn't ready for this. Thought you should sign players, man. See what Arteta does at halftime. Can he show his leadership? To be honest, I don't blame Arteta for this game. I think he set us up decent. I don't think we're playing bad. I see what it means to him off the field, whether it's PR or not. Players are letting themselves, not even letting themselves, letting themselves down. I don't think we're playing bad. It's just certain incidences you're letting yourself down, and you can't afford to do that against Liverpool. You can't afford to switch off. You knew that goal was coming. We was riding our luck. There was Ramsdale had a couple mad moments. We knew that was coming. That goal was coming. Disappointed to let it happen in the way it did because people have switched off. But there's no shame in being 1-0 down. Liverpool are probably going to be angry at this point. Liverpool probably vexed. There's not enough. You know, I mean, this is, again, another game, I would say another game which highlights the need for a number 8. You're going to live with, if Xhaka is not the hill to die on. Respectfully. If he's not there, LOKONGA and Partey can't build. They can't hold on to the ball. Probably need to get Odegaard on. We'll not need to hold on to the ball a bit better. Can't lie, I think you need Pepe, you know. I genuinely think you need Pepe. Someone that just take man on. Like. Big up yourself. I appreciate you. Great from Arsenal, but how is Mane still on the pitch? He should have had 3 yellows by now at Anfield. You think you're going to get them decisions at Anfield? Well, Mane just thinks Mane's a confident player, but I hate him for 90 minutes. Partey offering less than Xhaka. Saka not pressing his man. Ramsdale's amazing. Might be a game for Pepe. You know when AM saying there's a game for Pepe, there's it's a madness. Setup is decent. Weren't playing bad. What a load of BS. Respectfully, bro, you know, that's what I believe. I don't think we're playing bad. I don't question the setup. I just think we're just not offering enough. I mean, what can you do? I said from the summer, you need a number 8. If you ain't got a number 8, tired, you know. If you're going to do the emotional thing and you can't respect opinions, whether you agree or not, but quite frankly, you know, if you're not going to respect opinions, I'm not going to respect you. So I would have told you to go and do something, but I'm sure your mother's a nice person. Please just keep it moving. Need to switch Laka for Odegaard. I can't say I agree. I think Laka's more in it than Oba, if I'm honest with you. I think Saka's the one that needs to come off. Maybe go to a back 3, attacking back 3, free up TAVARES, let him go forward a bit more, get Tierney on. Maybe we'll look more comfortable. Put Tomiyasu there. We had a good half, in my opinion. Bro, we did. I'd say the last 10-15 is when Liverpool upped it and we was in problems. And this is what I mean. You know, you've got to be able to keep your high standards. It's a fantastic, you know, I'm not gonna lie, you know, it can be a lot, but you know, to concede from a set piece and be rarely troubled. I say rarely, Liverpool, there were heart and mouth moments. We're doing all right. You know, let me see what the halftime statistics are saying. You know, disappointing to concede 5 or so, 6 minutes before halftime. Game management, but it is what it is. I just think fundamentally, the boys need a bit more belief. Man need to believe in themselves a bit, man. Dons don't believe in themselves. We've had 1 shot on target, 3 shots. Now, listen, we knew we was going to sit off, but I don't think Dons look like they think they can score today. Pardon me. Press the Windows key and shift. No, I just want to get the halftime stats, bro. Oh, shit. Sorry, folks. Get your opinions in. I'm just trying to, just for when we review this game. You know what? Sly Ramsdale coming out's made his task harder as well for that goal. Tomiyasu and Gabriel, you know, Partey's clocked what's going on, but he can't get there. We forced Trent to deliver a world-class save. I think you mean a world-class delivery. And Liverpool are playing on full gear. Signed that Arsenal shown top resilience. I don't think Liverpool have played in full gear. I think they've upped it. I think Klopp probably wants a lot more. Laka has been our best player from the front line. That should have been a red for the tackle, one white. Don't agree with that. Laka a bit wasteful. The counter-attacks need to connect because I can see a goal. Next goal is crucial, man. You just can't feel sorry for yourself. I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed, obviously, to be a goal down, but I'm sure Liverpool fans will probably be more angry than us because they're accustomed to packing us, and we ain't been backed. And really, they should have had 3-4. It's been quite a slow start from Liverpool. I know there's fitness. People have played international. There's been fitness issues with Mane and a couple of players, so they're not going to be at their best condition. Saka's sleeping. I can't lie to you. You can scream and shout. I wouldn't say it's been terrible. I just think a bit more belief in the final third, and we had to switch off 5 or 6 minutes before half time. You know, got him. Is what it is, man. Times in London saying Man United board meeting in an emergency. Boy, he's gone, man. Might have to go with. You could go with Odegaard, take off Lokonga or Partey and go with Odegaard, but again, don't really want to go with that. To be fair, Pepe might not be the answer, but he's on the bench, so we have to do what we can. Can't lie, when Tavares was booting the boys, peeing me off. But at the same time, there's no options. The man's just going to go forward. Our midfield is letting us down. Bro, they're limited. You know, they're limited guys. Like I told you, you lot always wanted to waffle about Partey can do this and that. The man's primary job is to win the ball back. You know, Lokonga is limited. He's a good player, but he's limited. That these men are not number 8s. I've said it before. It's another game, just like Watford. It just highlights what we should have done in the summer. How you, as much as we defended well and Lokonga and Partey put foots in, how you hold on to the ball is a sort of defending as well. When you're just gifting it back to them, what do you think is going to happen? The goal we conceded is because we've gifted it back to them, and ultimately we've had to make a foul. Fantastic from Trent. This is what Liverpool do. This is why they're one of the highest goal scorers from set pieces, as well as goal scorers in general. Do you think Klopp was calling out Arteta because he felt intimidated at the beginning? No, I don't think Klopp's someone that's going to be intimidated by anyone. I just think emotions are riding high, innit? I'm sure them two will shake. Spud probably share a glass of wine. Just emotions, innit? It's like a boxing match, you know? You hate each other for that minute. You try to tear off each other's head, but win, lose, or draw, there's that respect. You lost, we won, whatever, innit? I just think that's where it is. Do you think it's damage limitation? Against Liverpool from the start, it's damage limitation, innit? You'd love to win. Realistically, you would love to win, hope for a point. Worst comes to worst, it's just the level of performance and the manner in which you lose. Now, if we lose 1-0, it's disappointing to lose. Unbeaten record done, all of those things. But at the end of the day, it's you ain't got embarrassed. For me, I just don't want to get embarrassed. It's a big second half. I think we're playing too deep and the whole team needs to step up 10 yards, but they're too concerned with the space in behind. Odegaard for Lokonga and Pepe for Saka at 60 minutes. Lokonga and Partey a bit slow. Odegaard on, but for who though, man? The goal was quality, but it shouldn't be on the pitch. Dark arts and then some. I would take off Partey possibly, but I don't think we've played too badly. Again, I would, but then you're going to go with Lokonga, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard. You'd expect Odegaard to be mature, but you know, at least Partey might have been slow. But it's another one where Ramsdale's made a fantastic save, and who's the one that's cleared it? Regardless of the outcome today, Arsenal will not drop places in the table this weekend. That's a plus, especially after such a poor start to the season and having played Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. I hear that. We just need to take full points against Newcastle, who, as it stands, only took a point today, and a point isn't going to help them in their fight. After that, we've got United. Mane's challenge on White was unnecessary. Lucky with a yellow after the previous tackle. I think Saka is doing better than Oba. Laka is working harder. I'm seeing Aubameyang more than Saka. I think Saka's the poorest. You could switch to a 3, but the mentality shift has to be there, you know. Forget about Pepe. Oh, so what do you want man to do? Just waffle because I don't necessarily rate Pepe, not bring him on. Probably the best option off the bench right now. I know there's Martinelli in that fantasy and it could do bits, but yeah, this is why we need an 8. S, tell him again. I wouldn't change things just yet. Let's see how we come out. But the next goal is crucial. Trust fans want DMs, but no girls are hollering at them. Smith Rowe is struggling. Switch for Pepe. Must be hungry. I don't think Smith Rowe's struggling. I just think he's out of the game. Like, really. I mean, I don't know why it's telling us Man United lost 4-1. Unless you're about to say Ollie's gone. Well, United conceded 2 goals in 90 plus minutes. João Pedro on that. Boy, Ollie's gone. I swear he said they'll think they have a good performance. And this is why it's not that I'm not mad at them, but it's like they're limited, isn't it? You know, it's 2 midfielders against Liverpool's 3. Partey and Lokonga aren't possession ball players. They're ball-winning players. People are expecting them to start spraying balls. They can play ball, but it's just they ain't got it in them, you know. And then you're asking Smith Rowe, and Smith Rowe's going to have to drop deep. It's a personnel thing. I wouldn't say it's 2 in midfield, though, because I think Laka's doing a good job. Smith Rowe is becoming quite narrow when he can. Tomiyasu and Saka are being quite narrow also. So, yeah. I hear you. And again, this is it. It's just like Ainsley and Lokonga against Watford and Norwich, bro. You're not going to get much. It's not them. I wouldn't say anyone's let Saka off, but he's still one of the best in our team, man. Not working for Lokonga and Partey. I think it's working, but it's just like someone said, the man are ball winning. That's it, all they are. Up at Anfield, but I had to check in on what DG was saying. We need some more energy from the lads. The draw isn't out of sight. Ramsdale's outstanding, and fair play from him. Bro, Fabinho's serious, man. I'd put on Ainsley Maitland-Niles and take off Partey. Well, Mane's a bastard at times, man. Liverpool are out first. So again, Klopp's got onto them. They're probably going to get a couple more. It's time to be honest about Saka's form. I mean, you lot called me a cheat to call me a Saka hater, you know. But yeah, my thoughts at halftime. At times we've rolled our luck, you know. It's not over. Still in this. There's been decent shape. We just need a bit more belief, be a bit more braver, you know. I think there's not enough options for the man in possession. I think we keep clearing it and it's, you know, it's to no one and it's tiring us out. I think this game shows why we need a number 8 or 2, because that's also a form of defending. I think we dropped off in the last 5 or so minutes, 5 to 10 minutes in that second half when Liverpool started to 5 to 15 minutes and Liverpool started to up it and they deserved their goal. Clearly, from a set piece, we let ourselves down. We gave the ball away cheaply in the build up to that. And obviously, you know, Mane's got in between Tomiyasu and Gabriel. We haven't offered enough going forward. I think we are lacking a bit of belief, in my opinion. It's not like we're scared, but we just got to believe we can get something from this game. Sorry, people. Let me check that this timer is still working. Shout out to Rob Holding. The turkey thing is banging for certain people. Second half to begin shortly, people. 1-0 to Liverpool. And the second half has kicked off, people. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Ramsdale immediately has gone long. Tomiyasu, good contest between Tomiyasu and Tomiskas. The ref said it's come off Tomiskas. Saka, leave it for Tomiyasu and get in there, man. I don't know, because at Arsenal, the lines start getting blurred, you know. When people sign for Arsenal, we start blurring the lines. You know, Odegaard can do this, that, and the other. Partey can be a ball player and ball winner. Ben White can do all this. Tomiyasu can do all that. Lokonga can be 6 and 8. We forget You need to look about the basics first. Lock down the basics first and then start doing all that stuff. You start blurring the lines and then you start acting scared. Fabinho's fake, man. If anything, you should be criticizing Saka. I mean, what the man want me to sit here and do? Unnecessarily slate Saka. I've said Saka's been poor. He needs to wake up. I would look to bring on Pepe. What the man want me to do? I think his form's been a bit underwhelming, but the man want me to just sit here and aimlessly just say Saka this, that, and the other. I'm not going to do that. Aubameyang could be in. Van Dijk's done well there. But you see what belief can do. Van Dijk shouting at teammates. Just a bit of belief, man. Same way they've got quality. You lot have some quality as well. Bit of belief. Played from Partey, Smith Rowe. Aubameyang just hanging on the last shoulder. That's what Van Dijk's there for. You know, very cheeky for fans to say in general Van Dijk's past it and all this BS they've said early in the season. Like a past it, Van Dijk still ain't the best in the league. But Tomiyasu, Saka, judged to have gone out. I think Arteta's got to look to change something. That right-hand side's a bit tired. I said the goal would probably come from our right-hand side. Technically, it did. Take our chances, then the whole mentality changes. Just need to keep it moving. Just a bit of belief. And all it takes is forcing a save from Alisson or one big tackle or someone just to take a risk. Not Ben White, you take it too many for me. Just a little bit to gas people. And I'm looking, Odegaard, Pepe, I'm looking to bring you on, you know, Mr. 70-odd million, Mr. Real Madrid. You should feel like ish to be left out of the biggest game of our season so far. Ben White, come on. Like, this is what we can't do. We're just kicking it aimlessly. Van Dijk will pluck that out the sky and play a lovely pass just like that. Ben White heads it. Partey, go home. No shame in that. Gabriel, Tavares. Been a bit disappointed with Tavares, really. Not that he's playing anything wrong. And again, you can't really pour forward. But again, in terms of bravery, just try a thing a bit more. No worries, Jordan. Bro, Tierney, Odegaard, if you're on the bench, you should be vexed. But you should be vexed at yourself first and foremost. I don't think we're playing terrible, but we're doing a thing, man. The next goal is vital. And they not to have a defeated mindset, but if you lose one or two goals, I can't listen. If the game was to end right now, Ben White just about to. If the game was to end right now, I'd be vexed. But I ain't gonna say it's dead. And Lokonga needs to come off, man. We're playing sloppy passes, man. Come on, the mentality is not there, man. People on holiday mode. Arteta, I can't lie. You might have to bring on Nene or Odegaard, someone that's a bit more mature. You know, Lokonga has just seen Gabriel almost play a dodgy pass, so you're going to do the same thing. I mean, you could do with Xhaka, but Xhaka has played in games like this and we've been terrible. I think Xhaka would want the ball. You need it. I'd say again, this is why you need a number 8. Fucking hell, Tavares and Lokonga. Arteta, come on, man. I like Lokonga a lot, but it's not his time right now, man. Lokonga's not built for this right now, man. Thiago, we're gonna end up conceding if we don't follow our runners. And again, how we manage it, we're gonna get tired. Lokonga, come on, Arteta, he's not with this now. Somehow it's not 2-0. Arteta, Lokonga, you gotta come off now. Look, Gabriel going vex at him. Told man about the standards. Prevention is better than cure. We're gonna be in trouble. Look, and Liverpool are smelling blood. Look, we're done for. We're done for. It's 2-0 now. We're done for. Salah, we're done for. We're gonna be done. We're lucky, boys. Calm down. What's been said at half time? You don't want to be Arsenal players. Fucking look like it. We're crumbling now, and you're unnecessarily crumbling. You're crumbling yourselves. Come on, you worked hard in the first half, man. Don't throw it away, boys. The long ball thing is dead, but I can't blame Ramsdale because there's nothing. Smith Rowe never going to win it against Fabinho. And look, it's just trickled through our defense. Look, Salah, listen, if Salah's in holiday mode, if that was Salah a bit more angry, that's 2-0. Boys, come on. Aubameyang trips. To be fair, LOKONGA becomes a liability in the second half. He shows immaturity. But who else do you have? Like, this is his first 6 months in Premier League football. He's thinking. I think LOKONGA's played enough games where we said this to know what you need to do better. But I mean, come on now. This is and then you have to. We're sitting here saying we miss Xhaka. Last 2 games, we weren't saying that. The 2 games before we was. Again, it's an unhealthy cocktail. This is why you needed a number 8 in the summer. This is why the day Partey walked in, there should have been a more expansive man. Probably need to bring on Odegaard now. Alex Stock said Chamberlain, superstar pass. Is it going to come off? Finds Trent, good pass to be fair. Tavares does well against Trent there. Go on, Tavares, man. Oh, fuck's sake. Tavares. It's 2-0. Tavares goes to sleep. It was happening. Jota scores. Square passes. You're told not to play that. Wait, raise your head. Get your head up. Get your head up. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You lot need this. You lot need this because you don't get away with this in certain other games. Came out of nothing after initial good defending. You got your chance. This is why Tini should have started. Not to say Tini don't do stuff like that. The game's flipped on its head now. You've another very cheap goal. This is why certain men are talking. Bro, stop talking on in the press and that. And this is the lesson, bro. These young players, you're seeing it. TAVARES, LOKONGA, these men are learning the lessons. You get away with these. He's bringing on Maitland-Niles. Arguably could have started. We needed that, man. This is what these young boys are gonna do. So none of you even told me to change this thing. Self-inflicted. Boy. These young players have to learn the hard way. This is where you see you get away with it. You get away with it with respect against Villa, against Leicester. You don't do that against a team that's won a Premier League and a Champions League within the last few years. Keep going, man. Keep going. And that's exactly what I didn't want to see happen. It's still, Liverpool again. If it's 2, it can get 3. So no one can feel sorry for themselves. You've made a mistake. Hold it up. Keep going. You accept it. These are the games you need to learn from. You've only lost 1 in 10. These are what you need to learn from. You're playing the best. This is what you have to learn from. Man said, stop begging for 2-0. Ben, you're a spend, bro. Man said begging for 2. You never know what you're talking about. You're just chatting shit. I mean, Ainsley, hopefully he plays well, innit? Show him Arteta why I should have started. They have to learn. They have to learn the hard way. Have to, and it's about to be free. Thiago, Ben White has saved us. Is it died yet? Ox, come on, man. Remember, you used to play for us. Allow it, bro. Arteta, can we be humble today and know we've lost? Saka, ref, that's a free kick. That's played from Saka. Can we be humble to know we've lost this? 3 at the back, damage limitation. We're starting to make silly mistakes now in the second half. Arteta saved these boys from this. We've lost this, and we look for the damage limitation now. Smith Rowe, we need people to stand up to be counted now. Aye. Well, that's it. And now Liverpool are in their own half. Arsenal have only scored 7 goals from open play. That man are cheap. They're not built for this. Gabriel. The players have no game management. The manager's not showing any at this moment in time. The transition is open. Look, the gaps are getting there now. It's scary. Ben White, that's very casual. Tavares, good bravery. Look, you made a mistake. Keep going. Don't lose that one, though. You've lost it. Go and win it back. Go and win it back, because that's the second time. Go and win it back. Put in 110. Salah just taking Ainsley for a run. Ainsley's won it back, but don't dive in the box. Trent is about to make it free. Partey's blocked it. Very scary hours now. Arteta, accept defeat. Go to it's about to be more. Ramsdale's dropped it. Somehow Salah has missed it. Arteta, we have lost this game. He's offside. Arteta, we've lost this game. 3 at the back. Damage limitation now. Go check your DM, man. Who are you talking to? I say cap. What are you talking about? Ainsley now. 5. I'm telling man, 5 at the back is about to be free. Ainsley now. Jota's lost it. White somehow got it, bro. Man, after it's getting peak. It's gonna get peak. It's gonna get peak. It's gonna get peak. The game management. Getting ugly. And it's because we're dropping our standards. Liverpool are doing their thing. Bro, it's only when these things happen, fans want to listen. Like, fans would have called you negative for speaking, and it's not even a negative thing. You know, fans don't want to analyze games and all them things unless we get ripped. Because when I'm saying these things are happening against Watford, when I'm saying these things are happening against Leicester, when I'm saying these things are happening against Spurs, oh, DG, you're being negative. You're being this. You're being that. I'm not being positive or negative. I'm commenting on what's in front of me. And as I always say to you lot, Arsenal at this moment in time is the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the bad. The ugly is at the start of the season. The good was when we was in the unbeaten. We're gonna have many games like this. This is not too dissimilar from Brighton or from Palace. The only difference is we walked away with something in them games. You're not gonna get something in games like this. We've done the same things in those games, and we're gonna have results like that, and we'll probably go on another run again. I'm not mad because I don't want to say proud, but there was it's been less of a joke man performance in it. It's not really comedic. There's elements of comedy. Listen, Tavares has handed that goal. We switched off at a set piece. You know, Ramsdale has saved us 1-2 times. But that's that, innit? Like, this is the games. You have to learn your lessons, people. You have to learn your lessons. There's no hiding. You have to learn. We've been getting away with these things. It's only when we've had a bookie result, people want to talk about it. I'll be able to beat Newcastle. United will probably have a new manager by the time thingy their things. It is what it is. Still a fan of LOKONGA. I'm still a stan of LOKONGA. He just has to hold his L today. Where Ramsdale and obviously Jota are concerned, we hope both men are good. Both men are back to their feet. Go 2-0 down. And man are saying damage limitation because these guys, sometimes you need saving from yourself. These players don't know. As you can see, the levels. You know, if you've been watching LOKONGA, you've seen elements like this before, and it's not just LOKONGA. We beat Watford. There was a brain fart where, what was it? King could have fed Saar against Spurs, against Villa, against Brighton, against Palace. These things, against Burnley, these things went for us. Games like this against Liverpool, it's not going to bang. Boy, wouldn't say I'm vexed, really, because wouldn't say there's a lot to admire, but I've seen a tiny bit more spirit, a bit more pride in the performance. But yet again, the hard graft, we haven't quite done it. And I think games like this have shown a couple play. It's a reality check. It's a reality check for a lot of the players and a lot of the fans. And we're starting to lose the ball now, which is why for me, just accept we've lost. Let's go to a back three now. It's getting a bit mad now. The Klopp knows we're there for the taking. Look, instantly stopping the ball. It's getting a bit much. Let's just accept the game's gone. I know if we make it 2-1, it could get dodgy, but accept it now, Arteta. Focus on Newcastle. And again, don't let the scoreline get any worse. I do think we're going to concede more. And the thing is, these young players are going to show that are going to look like they're out of their depth, But you're just coming for bants because nobody's overhyping Smith Rowe or Saka, man. I respect it, but just come out the chat, man. This is a platform where we have a laugh and a joke, but there has to be a degree of sensibleness. Like, man are talking in their WhatsApp groups and coming to project nonsense. Allow it, man. What's the time? 30. Just for me, you just have to go free at the back quickly, man. Thiago, Fabinho, Matip, Van Dijk, Thiago, Fabinho elements when he's got there, not had any press. Keep going, boys. It's about pride. You're 2-0 down. You have to hold your L. Keep going. It's not a winning thing all the time. Fuck yeah, now Thiago. Saka. I don't know how Saka's still on, to be fair with you. You either go free at the back or you bring on Odegaard and Pepe and just look to make Liverpool defend. It's getting ugly. Look at this. The communication. Tavares is out of his depth, clearly. Ox has put a ball in. Tomiyasu's won it. No foul. It's still here with Tomiskas. It's going to be 3 or 4. Thiago ball in. Ramsdale. Arteta. Half an hour left. The LDG, you did say today was probably going to be an L. I've just got in from work. How's the performance going? It hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been good. Obviously, Tavares has had a mare. It doesn't take away all the good performances. The standards have dropped in this second half, and we're starting to lose the ball. I don't think we've ever truly believed we could really get something out of this game. We've defended well, but going forward, we haven't truly believed, humbly, in my opinion. Game management, as I've said, we've got away with it in certain games against, a European and Premier League champion. There's been poor elements, shows up with, these teams, the boys are still struggling for consistency, and it's back down to earth for Tavares, for LOKONGA, to an element for Saka and Smith Rowe, LOKONGA, Smith, as Tavares in particular. What was said at halftime, I don't know, but I'm not even vexed at Arteta. I'm looking at the boys. It's like, Arteta can give you all the tools. You have to go out there. Lacazette has fed in Aubameyang. It's forced a decent save by Alisson. Cheeky no-look pass from Van Dijk. What a centre-half he is. But that's probably, you can count on one hand how many times we've done that. Lacazette frustrations, just absolutely swiped Trent Alexander-Arnold's legs. Bit harsh, I felt. No need to do that. A couple of times when it's been put down the sides of Van Dijk, I won't say put Liverpool under pressure, but you've got into their wrath, really. Big lesson today, if you needed it. I wouldn't say I needed it, because I've been telling you this all the time. Like, oh, you man, just focus on Arsenal. Stop looking at what other teams are doing and saying it's good for us, this and that. Tavares, meaty ball into the box. Is what it is. Like, certain man were gassed on the unbeaten run. When I'm seeing Arsenal and Liverpool combined 11s and there's 50% Arsenal players, that people are chanting. Arsenal fans are chanting shit. About 2 players walk into a combined Liverpool 11. maybe 3. Ambitious throw from Tomiyasu into Saka. I mean, listen, let's give people a run out now, man. Thank you. Odegaard, I didn't agree with Lacazette off, to be fair, but Lacazette off. Bit harsh. Odegaard on, people. Lacazette off. Bit harsh, but you did, you know, I did say Lacazette, give me all you can for an hour. Tell fans stop gassing players, man. Squad has a long way to go. It's not all doom and gloom. Fucking hell, man. Tavares and between Tavares, Ainsley, Gabriel, Arteta needs to save a couple of these players from themselves. You know, the standards are dropping. They're still learning. Boys, come on now. Silly square passes. It's behind Ainsley. Ainsley, from a midfielder, he's got no awareness. It's not his fault. But this is, you can't do these things against Liverpool. I think Arteta needs to save players from themselves now. You know, we've lost. Can we just leave Anfield with a bit of grace? You know, 2-0, it is what it is. I've seen us get absolutely lifted here. It is what it is. The L's have happened. Shout out to Jota. He's got minutes per goal, stands at 128. Salah's is 127. And then you've got Cavani at 144 and Kelechi at 146. Aubameyang evidently frustrated with these stupid long balls now. So, trust me, man, I'm going off Twitter, bro. Like, and it's about to be 3 Salahs in. But Ramsdale, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. Come to the cookout, man. Jota should be scoring that. Is it raining around them sides? Jota should be scoring that. Ramsdale's done the thing. But again, Tavares struggling right now. He got his chance due to merit. Tierney back in against Newcastle. Low-key, I think Ben White's done all right today. Apart from that mad moment. Well, keeping Tavares on for this game was risky and it didn't pay off. There's no margin for error at the back against Liverpool, and that's true. The risk didn't pay off, but my problem is we never fully committed to it. Like I said, I don't think the players ever believed going forward that they could score, and I don't think we ever committed to it. Like, you know, obviously Tavares can't fly forward. He's got Salah to contain, but we know there's limitations. What I don't want is fans to. This is where the unhealthiness applies. Fans go from gassing these guys one week to just drawing them out. Just have to accept the L. I don't know why Tomiyasu is on this left-hand side. Is this a temporary thing? You know, you and Tavares going to swap? Or is Arteta on a madness now? I mean, whoever's meant to be left back has left Gabriel isolated against Mo Salah. Mo Salah, we're lucky he's dropped. Never a foul, ref. Get up. Salah, shut up. For a player like, big man like you, Salah, come on. You know that's not a foul. Come on, surely Smith Rowe is fouled there again. Come on, it's getting Liverpool. You've beaten us. You don't need to foul our players. Come on now. It's getting a bit unneeded. There's no world-class players in the team, mate. Bro, you get your opinions from a barber shop. After block, you just change. Do you get your opinions from the barbers, bro? When I'm saying it's bullshit. There's not a single world-class player at Arsenal Football Club. And I mean that with no disrespect. They're just not. That's an excuse. Arteta decided to sign these players. Where was the experience? Again, we should have signed experienced players, but you can't go from gassing these guys 1 week to saying, and there's a building block. You know what? You can't. So, listen, there's a lot that we need to improve. Fans need to get some perspective of where Arsenal are at, yeah. But what thing that fucking annoys me about Arsenal fans, they will go from gassing these players to all of a sudden, these men that you spent mad weeks and hours gassing, they're so all suddenly shit. Come on now, you lot are going to be shameless. Listen, Tavares needs to hold his L. He was tired today. But you lot went from gassing, I should stay ahead of Tierney. Now look, you lot went from gassing Lokonga. I tried to tell you lot these things. None of these players are bad players. They're still learning. They have to hold their L's. And where Lokonga is, I think he's made enough of these mistakes to know what you're doing. Tavares, this is a back to earth. You know, you got in the first team. You're doing your thing. You've been harshly reminded of the Premier League and where you need to improve. No matter how much you fly forward, you need to be spot on defensively. It is what it is, man. You lot just need to hold your L. Forgive yourself. You're not a bad team. You went 10 games unbeaten. You've lost it. And what better team to lose it to? It's better than losing it to some Mickey Mouse boys. You lost it to Liverpool, you know. But wake up. When you play these men at the Emirates, is it a different one? Mohamed Salah. Dancing and dancing and dancing. Again, Salah probably just trying too hard there. Probably way too hard. And someone of Salah's quality probably should do a lot better there. It's okay to lose to Liverpool, but it's the manner. I'm not even looking at the fact that we've lost to Liverpool. I'm looking at isolated to this game. What could we have done better? You know, first goal, we could have avoided that, but it is what it is. Liverpool score a lot from set pieces. The second one, I don't know what's going on. Tavares again playing bookie passes. Odegaard, to be fair, I ain't seen much from you since you've come on. Had Saka hold the run, man. Come on, Arteta. Come on now. Saka's ran his race now, man. Certainly for Newcastle, Saka's my guy and he'll be back. But Pepe / Martinelli, Kieran Tierney probably should see some changes. So both of these players have been kicking ball for 6 months. One at Anderlecht, one barely in the first team, wherever Tavares was, Benfica. They're going to learn a lot. I'm not saying these guys are going to be quality players and whatnot. I definitely feel Lokonga is. Tavares, I think, steady Eddie at best. They're going to learn these lessons. And it's peak now. It's going to be free. There it is. Liverpool free. You know, Arteta. They'd go free at the back. Everybody's showing their naiveties now. Should have accepted the L. I mean, Mo Salah's in my fantasy league. Boys against men. Boys against men. It's all come from a simple long ball. Standards have dropped from several players. Can't win the first and seconds. Tomiyasu's out of position. Ben White don't know what the fuck is going on. Boys against men. All it is. Boys against men. Handed them goals to Liverpool. Dispatched, bro. And this is where I've said you've got to be humble, bro. We've been needing a new number 9. It's the fine margins. We've got away with this in games. You can't get away with it against Liverpool. And it's, to be honest, in many ways, it was a new look sort of performance. But in many ways, it's the same old. In that Liverpool are a great side, but you've handed them goals. Take nothing away from Liverpool. You've handed... Oh, Partey just doppy the man. Oh! All right, that's it. That's all right. Cool. Partey, you did your thing. Hey, Partey, quick little nutmeg on someone. And, hey, Partey saying, don't you dare chat on me, Arsenal fans. Hey, Fabinho, quick pattern. My Ghanaian internet Partey, that's how you're moving. Moving like DG with them shots there. Mad. But on a serious note, in many ways, as I was saying, it's a corner to Arsenal. In many ways, it was a different performance. But in many ways, it was the same one in that take nothing away from Liverpool. I just feel you haven't made Liverpool have to work for them goals. You've handed them all free. You know, fair play. The first one's quality, in my opinion, but you've handed it to them. Saka with a corner. The Watford juice ran out. Ben White. I think Aubameyang's on side there. Well, he's off now. Boy, at this point, man, I have to just start diving in that now. Boys against men today. And again, I hate to say it, but at 1-0, it became quickly a sign of, okay, cool, we can't win today. Can we just save face? Pass the pad now. Man, I'm bringing up man like Minamino against you. Liverpool, no shame in losing to Liverpool. Again, like I said, I'm not even looking at the fact that Liverpool beat you. It's just we're doing bullshit. Like we are doing stupid stuff for the goals. Like we've given them that. If you're a lion and you walk in, and if there's lions and you're a deer and you walk in front of the lions and they're hungry, like you see with Jota and Mane and Salah, the whole front three, they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat. They all wanted to score prior to the game. They all knew that this was a game to get on the score sheet. And we've got dispatched. Henderson's gonna come and get some rehabilitation minutes. And now, rightly so, Jurgen Klopp can focus on who is it? Is it Porto for them in the Champions League? Fair play, man. Again, have we used all the subs? You've got Odegaard on. Look, listen, what's going on with the midfield and the defensive transition? Arteta, come on now, man. Ben White and Gabriel left to their own devices. 4, fucking hell. Minamino's just come on. I told man to do the 4 at the back team. And now you're just fucking up the goal difference. I told man. Reality check for you, man. Calamities. What's going on with Tomiyasu in the second half, man? Completely left Ben White. How many times? Man are letting Minamino stat pad. They tried to sell Donny. Boy, look got sourced. And this is where I said this second half has showed the naiveties with the players and Arteta. At 1-0 down in that second half, when Liverpool were having them half chances, I said, you know what? You need to go free at the back. Be humble. Yeah, look, I said boys against men. Some guy was like, I disagree with this, and this is why I don't watch your shit. We showed fight and character. Why he follows me, I don't know. Okay, where did I say Arsenal haven't showed any fight or character? It clearly is boys against men. If you switch off defensively, if you don't follow runners, if you look as displaced as you do in this second half, it clearly is boys against men. We literally have a squad with an average age of 23. They're young men. Literally boys against men. Yeah, we've got internationals in our team, but none of these players are to the quality of Liverpool. I understand people just want someone to take their frustrations out on. If you can't get Galley and they don't want to do freaky time, then man are just going to talk nonsense in my mentions. Bukayo Saka, Tomiyasu, overhit. And my TV's frozen. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe Sky Sports are purposely cutting shit out. Like, one love to everybody that's tuned in, though. On a serious note, win, lose, or draw, it is what it is. It's a pleasure being with you guys, people. It's a reality check for Arsenal Football Club. If you didn't need one already, fine margins. That you can't play well for 10 minutes. You can't play well for 20 minutes. You can't play well for 15 minutes. You've got to play well for the whole game. And this is just the life we live. No shame. As I said, 10 games unbeaten. Lost to Liverpool. Score lines made it a bit mad. Learn your lessons. Realize that you lot haven't accomplished a damn thing, that you haven't done anything. Yeah, the sentiment around the club's amazing, but May's a very long time away. You've dropped points. The saving grace is a couple teams around you in previous weeks has dropped points and dropped points this week. And we hope, Spurs obviously drop points, of course. Forgive yourselves. Take aggression and anger out on Newcastle. And then after that, you have Man United, where we don't travel well to Old Trafford, regardless of their form. They might have a new manager. Again, that's 2 weeks away. Do I really think Ollie's going to be their gaffer? Smith Rowe, Odegaard, thought that was a foul there. As you can see, I'm desperate for something. I'm reaching. And Liverpool are just going to hit us on this transition. And once again, it's three Liverpool men against 5 Arsenal players. Who do you think the odds are probably with? Salah. Boy. Tried to tell you, bro. Sometimes, but you have to be humble. I don't know more than the manager, but as I said in this, you got to be humble. You could see we've lost the game. Like, save a bit of face, because now you got to start worrying about confidence. As I said, these players need to keep perspective. Of course, man are prideful. You got battered today. And on top of that, you've handed them these goals. But keep perspective. You've gone 10 unbeaten. I'm not saying you're the best thing since sliced bread. Keep some perspective. You lost one game and you've lost to one of the best teams in the league. You're messing up your goal difference now, and all the standards keep going. Accept your L. Know that you're not as good as you thought you are. You're definitely not as bad as suggesting right now, and move forward. You started again. Now you have to try go on the next 10-game unbeaten run. Now, no, everyone's got to earn their spots again. There has been airs of complacency. There's been a feel-good factor. We've got a long way to go as a football club. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I think Arsenal are playing very well at the moment. They're a good young team. Future looks good for you. I mean, let's hope so. And now you got to start protect. As a big reason for me saying 3 at the back is you got to start protecting man's confidence now, man. This is a young and volatile squad. A big result. They think they're the best thing since sliced bread. Games like this, they start feeling down for themselves. You got to think about the bigger picture. There's no point bringing on El Nene at 82 minutes. 8 minutes left of the game. Fair enough, party. He's done well. You know what? Fair play. You're clearly not fit. You've come through and you come through it. It's a bit too late for this now. Like, what? So you don't concede 5? There's no difference. And obviously, in the grand scheme of things, our goal difference was 0. You're messing it up. Liverpool are now giving their debuts to the young G's. Rightly so. Thiago has had a good game as well. Quality players. Tyler Morton making his debut for Liverpool. Shout out to him, because it's the thing of dreams, man. Look at that. Imagine, obviously I don't want Klopp hugging me from behind, but the gaffer giving you a debut, Thiago hugging you, and you're about to make your Premier League debut for Liverpool against Arsenal, whether it's for 2 minutes or 7. That's a mazza. This is a dream. Congratulations to him, his family, Liverpool's academy. I don't know how good he is or where he could go, but if you're on the bench, there must be something in it. Now, as much as I've said that, someone clamp him in it. Welcome to the Prem. Big up everyone locked in as well, folks. By the way, I don't know why I keep changing this timestamp, just because I think there's some clippable moment. Denying these players naivety is an excuse. All of the men that were gassed up, these men like Weldy, should hang their heads in shame. If I didn't say it, I can't think. Liverpool at their best, nah. Yeah, Mo Salah's chant is mad. Tried to tell, man, it's not about... The beautiful thing about this, you lot can scroll back. Tried to tell, man, it's not about the first 10. It's about you doing in the last 10. Well, you can start off as competitive as you want. But again, I told you, lot, we should be prepared to concede, to be under the cosh. Can't make silly mistakes. Don't think it's... it's a funny game because, I'm not mad, but we've held 4 here. Hopefully we can break that hoodoo, man. Listen, end of the day, you haven't moved down. You've messed up the goal difference. Top 4 is still there if they want it. Me personally, as I've said, I've said it before, I don't think Arsenal will get top 4. But You've got to keep perspective. You cannot feel sorry for yourselves. You felt sorry for yourselves in this game. Liverpool concede more. You feel sorry for yourselves next game. You know, everybody wants 3 points just as much as us. Liverpool wanted to get their season on back on top. We've got an angry Liverpool, as you can see here. Then obviously on top of that, you've got Newcastle who need to take 3 points. United who are going to need 3 points after that. And God knows who we've got after that. But I know we've got Everton away and West Ham and all these mad games to come. So no time to feel sorry for yourselves. Do your analysis thing. And Monday's a new week. We start again, in it. It is what it is. I'm disappointed with the players more than Arteta. I'm disappointed with Arteta in this second half because I feel there was a long, again, I think we could have ripped this game off a long time ago. We could have saved a bit of face, and that was it. I mean, ref, clearly Saka's fouled off the ball there, but you can't laugh at United when you've held 4-1. To be fair, we've gone away to who do we go away to? Leicester and done half decent, but you've got to learn, man. It's simply boys against men. What's this guy crying about? Boy, it's now -4. Again, this is what happens. You're messing up the goal difference now. Boy. Man brought on Nene with 5. That's actually funny, you know. Can't lie, ref, man. It's done the game now, man. 87 minutes, just done the game, man. I'd rather just react to this result and go out, mate. Like, you can't let this ruin your Saturday. Tavares, you got to learn another stray pass. Salah just toying with you, man. Interesting comments, people. Keep them coming. Appreciate the sobering analysis, DG. Always clear-headed, bro. Because I tell you, look, obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. Of course, when we lose, I take it to heart. When we win, I'm excited. But you lot are doing yourself a disjustice. I told you, look, we haven't gone a damn place from last season. Like, of course, the new players have added something and all these things, but it's going to take a lot more than that. Like, we've got a long way to go. Like, the same question marks. We did this last year, like, to a degree. I feel sorry for the Arsenal away fans, because, like, you got sold the dream for the first 10 or so minutes, like S said. Arsenal have improved, but at the end of the day, you've rocked up to Anfield and you've held 4. Like, no one, the Premier League doesn't care. You played better. At the end of the day, it's now -4 goal difference. You've dropped 3 points, and you will drop more. And you failed to take, as harder as it is against Liverpool, you failed to put in a credible performance of such. The league don't look. You can't find positives where there are none. Do I think it's the worst performance in the world? No, I think the first half was quite decent. Second half, you could see the naiveties, and that's probably where I'm looking at my manager to make the changes. As I said, I'm no tactician, but from when we're 1-0 down and we're moving shaky within the first 5 minutes of the second half, I said, you know what? It's a back three thing. Lo and behold, Lokonga, Tavares, Tomiyasu, who nobody's saying anything, you know, silly mistakes. I actually feel sorry for Ben White today because I feel he's done all right. He just got collapsed with everything and everyone. You know, Ramsdale, end of the day, you've conceded 4. He's getting a bit of the Leno treatment, isn't it? Like, you've played well and we've held a cane in. Back to reality. Extremely limited squad with extreme limitations, and they've got players that have levels. Personally, I think there's got to be changes for Newcastle. I think between Ainsley Maitland-Niles and El Nene, one of them, or Odegaard, someone's got to be chomping at the bit. Personally, I think certain wingers have to come in now. I think certain ex-fullbacks have to come into this team now. 3 minutes of added on time. Can't lie. Thank you for that. But I thought there would be a lot more purely because of the Ramsdale thing where Ramsdale and Jota, thankfully, no one was injured. Why do we need to get embarrassed to learn a 2-0 defeat would have been fine? Isaac, not sure what you're on about there, but we should learn. But we're holding 4-0 because we've conceded 4, bro. Like, that reality is that. I would have loved the scoreline to stay 2-0. Tanya has said Ben White has done nothing. I mean, Odegaard has done nothing all this half, so much like every midfielder. Pogba has no fight. These matches aren't for him. Probably wasn't saying that against Spurs. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, I just don't agree with these hot takes. Like, you lot can't be, pardon my language, sucking these players off when they do well and then attacking them. Like, if you're gonna do this emotional thing, please fuck off the channel. Cause I'm not on it. Like, there's a lot to be frustrated about in this game, but I'm not doing this meltdown thing. If you want your clicks and all that bullshit, please go and vent your frustration somewhere else or shout Pornhub. This ain't the place for it. If you want to talk from an analytical point of view, see what's going on, all is. Ben White tried to leave something on Mane there. Salah, I'll be surprised if we don't hold a 5. El Nene, the best Egyptian in the Premier League's now on. Well, saying that, couldn't clear it. Odegaard, bit of bravery from him. Hey, ref, just end the game, man. Arsenal will bounce back. You knew you'd get out at Anfield. Sammy, you're right. But once again, it's the performance, bro. Fair enough if your energy was the same, but generally. Liverpool's always hard, but this is where we need balance. There's some of you that are going to be all up in arms about the performance, and there's some of you that are going to somewhat, overcompensate on how difficult Liverpool are as a team. Take nothing away from Liverpool. They're ballers, but that doesn't mean this 4-0 is acceptable. Same way, doesn't mean don't find negatives where there's none. Reality is you lost 4-0, that you didn't do well enough. You conceded 4 goals at Anfield. You can't, literally, the plan to go is to go there and not do that. The whole plan was to return with a bit of saving face. In fact, the expectations were on the floor. Not too many. I know some of you, your chest was high about an Arsenal win, but reality is, probably just asking for a bit of credibility in this performance. In many ways, as I said, I think there has been that. But at the end of the day, it's 4-0. There is no credibility in that. Game management for these players, they've got away with it in other games. Standards have dropped. And fair play, as it, finally the game's done. Liverpool, credit where due, 4-0. The beginning to we was good probably up until 39 minutes when we conceded the first goal. We didn't come out in the second half with anything real, and we got what we deserved. But again, you had your unbeaten run. You've lost 1 game versus 10. Forgive yourselves. Hold your L's. Do your analytics and learn from this game and go again. To be the best, you got to beat the best, or at least put in a performance. And, we did say this was going to be a true mark of our character and where we are as a team. Shows we haven't really gone anywhere, innit? Shout out to Tommy Asu and Minamino swapping shirts and smiling and shit. Out to Kate Gordon. Was he on the bench for Liverpool? Big look for him. And it's about the reaction. You can't feel sorry for yourselves. Salah and El Nene swapping shirts. Hope El Nene's got Salah's shirt for a little kid or something, man. Make their day, man. Don't know what happened at halftime, but we started the second half all over the place. This is what they're going to do. Bro, stop spamming. If you've made one comment and no one's taking it in, you're not going to get it. No praise, man. I mean, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool are far ahead, man. The reality is we were just not good enough to beat Liverpool. As again, I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm not talking about beating Liverpool. I'm talking about showing a great performance. If Liverpool scored 4 today and they did, Salah dance past 8 man, they do a madness, what could we do? But it's another game where, as great as Liverpool were, we've given them goals. Second half, we messed about. And, again, we're ramping with this as well. Is what it is, man. Deserved it. Is what it is. It's not a wake-up call. It is reality. So then a reality check is a wake-up call now. Don't be angry and argue with yourself, man. Come on now. Some of you need to chat to a thing or use Pornhub, man. Allow it today, man. Trust, it'd be nice to see Leeds with, goal difference mash up now. Love for the super chat. Low key, this Newcastle game has just become one of the biggest games in Arteta's career. I very much doubt it because he's 1-10 unbeaten. At least we're still fifth, obviously. Wolves are a point behind us. We've now got -4. And that's where I think Arteta needed to go to a back three. I think once again, it's a game where everybody's seen naiveties from the players and the manager in the second half. Is what it is. Wait. We'll get into the game and react in a second, people. Don't worry about that. Just replying. Love for the super chat once again, my guy Ali. Have to make that clear. Aye. Siri, play 2-pack. It ain't easy. Oi. As long as you got life in it, spare a thought for me, people. I have to watch this again because you lot want your tactical review and them thing there. What you lot say, man? We looked up for it in the first half and I couldn't watch the second. What happened, DG? What normally happens? Arsenal play well for periods. It's a 90-minute game. You can get away with this against Watford. You can't get away with this against the big dogs. You just can't. And I think it should serve as a reality check for several players. Big reality check, man. Big reality check. Let me know your thoughts on the game, people. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Mad thing. 369 likes. I'm always appreciative of you lot being locked in, people. You lot make this for what it is. So yeah, man. Make sure you're hitting the like button and them things there. Boy. And there's many things that's going to happen like this, man. This is where we're at as a team. Sourced. We're 5 points behind Liverpool, but with a goal difference of 28. It's all mad. Get your comments in your post-game comments and them things there in, people. Let me go use the little boy's room. Don't know. Maybe I'm going to vomit. Oh, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Oh man, I hope everyone's doing well and safe, man. As long as we got our health, there's always tomorrow, man. No, some of you need to stop arguing with the in the comments, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? Imagine thinking my heart's breaking. I've seen us razzle and dazzled a couple of times this season. I told you, look, like, yeah, man. Life goes on, man. Let me keep your opinions coming. Man said mid was non-existent today. Liverpool bust through the middle from the middle of the park from the whistle. Exactly. We tried to do the Smith Rowe narrow thing. Lacazette dropping in. Our midfield is limited, isn't it? Like, it comes to the recruitment in the summer. Lokonga, good player, extremely young, extremely naive. I told you, lot not ready right now. You know, ain't got that midfielder who can hang on to the gate, hang on to the ball, and that other guy can play there. On form, we weren't there. Boy, bless up, DG. Rate you for watching that ish again. It's done and dusted in my world. It's going to be interesting to see how we bounce back against Newcastle. True. These coming games are massive in terms of character of the squad. We just didn't react, and it showed. Liverpool seeing Lokonga as the weakest link, and they pressed and went for his throat. Pissed we didn't score, but it is what it is. DG, you done yourself proud today. Work level, Liverpool, appreciate that. Got to keep it moving. Games are coming thick and fast till January. So many points to be gained. Regroup and go again. 4-0 is unacceptable, even against a side as strong as Liverpool. Facts. Shout yourself, Ali, once again. Where else are we going at? I'm disappointed, although I do think Mane should have been sent off. 4 dirty challenges on our player, but 1 yellow card. If any of them had been done by, let's say, Xhaka, they'd have been sent off. Probably, but probably with 10 men, even though I think you're right. 10 men with 10 men probably would have dealt with us. I know Liverpool are miles better, but it's still annoying conceding 4. We're meant to be a good defensive side. It should be annoying conceding 4 goals. And especially for this new look defense that, as Tavares said, is hungry to defend and the rest of it. It's a game where you're going to need extreme balance. I will say that when talking about this game, it's a game. If you not let your emotions talk for you, you're going to say nonsense. The young team excuse can't run. Every time we lose, man, I want to chat about the young team. We still have to perform. Exactly. And while I think a lot of these players are young, you know, you're old enough to learn things. You know, you don't need to be 10 or 20 to know putting your hand in a fire, you're going to get burnt. You learn that very quickly. And I feel where Lokonga is, where Tomiyasu is, elements with all these players, really, you've made the same mistakes. And if we're really analytically watching our games back, you should know what you're doing. And even with Tavares, there's been shaky moments. The goal against Villa comes from his side. Leicester, there was occasions as good as he was. Man said, where's Arshavin when you need him? Trust. Boy. New names jumping in and telling us we got our reality check. We already knew, so stop that ish. Should have parked that tank at 2-0. Exactly. Need to be humble, bro. I don't care about losing. It's the way we have the second half, the subs, and the persistence of playing that, bro. The second half is like 2 different teams, blood. 2 different teams, man. I'd say the game was over from the first goal, man. We let the close, and again, game management. How you start the second half, how you close the first half, how you play even when losing and getting battered and it's not your day and the standards dropping. These are things these young boys have to learn. These are things these young boys have to learn. And, you know, I think they're old enough to learn it. I think Saka, Tomiyasu, Lokonga, any players I haven't said, I think you're old enough to learn. Even Ramsdale, as good as he was today, there's elements you need to learn. I think Ben White was solid today. There's elements where he could have made mistakes, you know, when to play, when not to play, you know. At times, we're just kicking the ball aimlessly. We're not help. You know, when you pass, you're sending a message to your teammate. We're not putting a message to our passes. We're playing it blindlessly. We're looking at other players to make the difference. We're making cheap mistakes. There's an element of complacency. And again, these players need to demand excellence of themselves. You see the best players. You might not be Salah for ability, but you can have that mentality. Salah's the sort of man, if he scores 3 goals and he misses a tap in for that fourth, that chance for that fourth is what's keeping him up overnight. If this team is gonna, listen. The second half was terrible. It's a weird game. As I said, there's many elements where I wouldn't say proud, but I'm not going to get mad about. End of the day, conceded 4. We're a team that's been up there for clean sheets, that's got a new look defense. And if we're really changing the culture of this team, we have to love clean sheets. So these lot should be vomiting. These lot should be kept up at night with the goals they conceded. The only one I could say was really quality was the first. Quality, from not a Liverpool perspective. They were quality, but we're handed them these goals. As I said, if you're a slaughter, if you're a lamb and you walk into the wild and there's hungry lions, they're gonna savage you. If I'm bleeding and I'm on the beach and I somehow get on a boat and jump in the middle of the ocean, sharks are gonna come for man, innit? That's what happened. You showed Mane, Jota, and Salah. There's goals to be had here, and they all took it and said, "Yeah." So you know, and I'm adding a little stat to my thing. The only saving grace is we ain't had Firmino embarrassing us as well. The no looks and all them things, and you know, Salah took it kind of easy on man today. Second half was shambolic. And again, there's been elements of that in a lot of the games we've played. And it's a harsh reality that you need to play well for 90. That it doesn't matter if you started well for 10. And as I said, you've got to close out the first half well. You've got to start the second half well. You've got to be humble because I said it. At 1-0, the game's gone. The way we're looking, we look like a team that was going to concede 4. I think the players needed to learn that because second half, just moving mad, everybody. Arteta needed to make a change, you know. Issues. And this just shows many things. We're still waiting on true consistency from our players. There's still many elements that we need to improve. And also, as much as we need a solid 11, you need to be able to chop and change. I'm not a fan of what's going to happen. Obviously, on this channel with you lot, we praise and critique fairly. Tavares is a limited player. I tried to tell you lot he's a madness defensively, you know. He held an L. He was good before this. He held his L. It doesn't change overnight. You know, fans were gassing it. Tierney, this and that. You know, that Tierney's been amazing. Don't slam the guy in it because you lot were gassing him to high heavens. If you're doing the constructive criticism thing, you should have done better. You shouldn't have played that pass. That's cool. But don't start slating these guys after, quite frankly, breading them before. You know, these are young players. It's no excuse. But we have to become accustomed to this. And like I said, Tavares, Lokonga, you lot are old enough to know what you're doing. You know, these players need to, it's the mentality now. Lokonga, how many times have you played them sloppy passes? Tomiyasu, he left Ben White to die out there in the second half. Saka, I need a lot more from you immediately. Smith Rowe, I said, you know, we couldn't rely on Smith Rowe today, which is calm. You know, Aubameyang and Laka, anonymous. We know we need a striker. I don't know if the club know we need midfielders. You know, people can cry about Xhaka, and I think all season fans have been, we need Xhaka when it was Spurs. We don't need it. We need it. We need midfielders. I think what this proves is that the young players, they've got a long way to go and they're nowhere near where we thought. We need to be able to adapt and change things where needed. And a lot of these players don't quite have that upper echelons of consistency. A lot of them are hot and cold. We're going to have more games like this, you know. Many elements of that second half, we played like that along this unbeaten run. The difference is Liverpool don't play that stuff. They've annihilated us. Fair enough, you know. We kept Jamie Vardy quiet. We kept quite a few top quality Ings and that quiet. Couldn't quite keep Liverpool quiet. Or I do think there's things we can take from the game to improve and build upon. But I wouldn't say we've left with any face and stuff. Because in short, I don't think it's a game where I'm going to sit and cry and move mad and do the madness online. But in many ways, it should be that game. Because at the end of the day, you've conceded 4 goals. And take nothing away from Liverpool. As I said, we've handed it to them. But it's not been a game where you've pushed Liverpool to their maximum. And, you know, Salah's dance past 8 man. Van Dijk scored a dramatic goal. Jota's done this. Mane's done that. It's just mad, isn't it, really? All you can do is move on. From you got breath in your lungs, have to move on. They were woeful, but I don't want to see anyone turning on these players unnecessarily. She's got the loud though. Is what I would say. God, that game there, mad tick is what I would say. Absolute bazzer. Boy. The smasher was in the media. The Arteta versus Klopp battle. The unbeaten run got people thinking Arteta's a manager's harsh, man. Liverpool's press makes you lose your bearings. They exposed our lack of know-how as a unit. Boy, 1 loss in 10, innit? Just need to get back on that. Just need to get back on it. You've held your L. Don't think I'm watching back to the day, but yeah, man. And this is it. You got to keep perspective. You know, I do. And again, I think fans lack balance. I think certain fans are just going to be doom and gloom. Certain fans are going to live in the clouds and almost, you know, try and use the fact that Liverpool's a great team as an excuse to play how we played, where Liverpool are a quality team, but you've given them goals. End of the day, we haven't moved. We fucked up our goal difference now. It's only -4. Pardon my French. We're staying in the same position. There's stuff we just have to get on with it. You lost to Liverpool. It is what it is. Pattern up against Newcastle because you need to give yourself that insurance. If we're real with ourselves, we ain't been at our best against Watford and we should have drew that game. We deserved to lose today. We was on it for 38 minutes. When we conceded that first goal, we started to crumble. Well, we kept going, but we crumbled in the second half, man. There's no way around it. We crumbled. What else are you lot saying? Arteta failed his team this week. Second half was obvious, but when Liverpool raised their game after the dust up with Klopp, got to close up shop and get to halftime 0-0. Trust. And ultimately, we just didn't have no shots and that as well, man. We didn't believe, and I feel we didn't believe. The players didn't believe when they're going forward that they could score and things like that. I think there was an inferiority complex purely for going forward. We just got bullied beyond all belief. This is our first real test and we failed miserably. Big up yourself, DG. You're a real one. I hear that and I agree. But if we won this game, which we didn't, people would have said, oh, this is the Liverpool team that's lost twice. I mean, drew and lost. So I hear that, but they said, you know, they said Villa's a big test. They said Leicester's a big test. They said Spurs, regardless of the form of these teams. When we won, they flipped it. I agree with you. But yeah, man. Here we go. These fools coming with the Arteta out banners. Listen, banters. I don't know what them man are on, but yeah. DG, do you think this playing out from the back works for us? Well, yeah, but it's like you got to know when. And I think, obviously, looking at that game, we're in trouble because we're playing out from the back, which clearly at times we're getting caught. The players need to be smarter. And I think the players lacking bravery. You know, we're kicking the ball long. We've got no out ball in it. There's only so many times Aubameyang can challenge a first header and his hold-up plays at the best. There's only so many times Laka can get there. This is why you need better midfielders that, you know, you look at Jorginho, Kovacic, these sort of man, not necessarily the names as great as they are, people that want the ball, you know, people that will hold on to it. That's a form of defending. Lo and behold, we're giving the ball back to Liverpool. We're getting caught on the transitions. You know, the last 2 goals, what we doing? Like, you know, fair enough. Tavares has made a stupid mistake, but the last 2 goals, like, we're just, it's a series of bad habits. And as you lot know, old habits die hard. It's got a long way to go. There's positives to work on and build upon, but we've got a long way to go, people. Long way to go in this football team. We sit 5th. Try and move in it. You feel sorry for yourself, it's going to get worse, man. And this is it for me, bro. You can't fight Liverpool's unrelenting pressing without having a creative midfielder that's eager to receive and distribute at the snap of a finger. Exactly. Partey and LOKONGA can't do them thing there. 4-0. 4-0 has to be unacceptable, even against a team that's much better than us. Once we start making excuses and accepting this type of performance, we're a joke. Man said, big up these Liverpool fans. Man said, this must be our first clean sheet. Let's hope it continues. And that's the thing that jars me. Like, Liverpool ain't got nothing for their analytical teams to run back. Appreciate that. I don't know if I'm great, man. You're not as bad as United. You'll be close at the end. Young team learn. I don't know. It's not about United, but think, you know, any team can put a run of form together. You know, United did it last year. We'll learn our lessons. We need to go again, man. Lack of killer instinct offensively and defensively. Never first to the ball in this game. The cost of competition. I honestly think Leno should have come on and Martinelli. Those 2 positions could have changed things, in my opinion. Not that they're my first choice. I just know Leno is proven and Aubameyang is slacking. What? This wasn't a 4-0 win, to be honest. Montel, I hear that, but they literally scored 4 goals, brother. Like, it was. Watch the game, Twitter overreacting. We beat ourselves rather than they beat us. Gab beast Salah, proud of him. To be fair, I wouldn't, you know, Gabriel acquitted himself quite well against Salah. I wouldn't say he stopped him. And, you know, End of the day, they won 4-0 and he got on the score sheet. I agree in that we handed Liverpool their goals. Liverpool didn't have to be at their maximum. But by the same flip of the token, that's why Liverpool are a great side. Like I said, a lion might not necessarily go hunting for his food in the wild, but if a bruised deer or something walks past, he's savaging. You know, you give opportunities, they score. You know, and that's what there was. You know, Lions in Jota, Salah, Mane, the front three. Them and they were probably thinking, "Oh, I'm grabbing a goal." So there's gonna be overreaction, but Arsenal fans lack balance. We drew against Brighton, fans started crying. We go 10 games unbeaten. Fans are talking about, you know, just doing the mad thing, and now they're probably, you know, we're the worst thing since sliced bread. Football brings out a lot of emotion, and people lack perspective. You know, people are gonna waffle about losing 4-0. People are going to try and find positives where they're none. We're both are right and both are wrong. We lost 4-0. There is no positives. You need to look at all those goals again. But at the same time, there were things we could take from it. But there's no way, shape, and form. If you concede 4 goals, you deserve that. You know, you might switch off for 1 goal and you lose 1-0. If you concede 4 goals, you deserve that, especially 3 goals in one half, especially the standard of goals we conceded. Man are tapping into an empty net. Man are going around the keeper. People are Liverpool men are getting sandwiched in between our defenders. You know, people are switching off and playing square passes and being intercepted. Things you can't afford to do. You know, things I'm sure these boys didn't work on the training ground. I hear what you're saying and I see the structure of it. But bro, your goalkeeping is amazing. I was punching the TV with some of his saves. Our second-rate players beginning to look like a first-teamers. To be fair, Minamino must have scored a record time in goal against us. Ox had a good game, in my opinion. And, you know, Jota, I wouldn't say Jota was a second-rate player, but you're always going to struggle to fight with Firmino and that. And he's, you know, and all them players. But it's a mazza. Liverpool and therefore not going to change tactic for us and didn't. Arteta needs to man up and start subbing off the favourites when they're playing bad. To be fair, he could have made a lot of subs. I didn't understand when he brought on El Nene. Don't want to come across as really, but there was one time we played out really. But there was a handful of chances we got full, but we just didn't really believe, man. I don't think we failed miserably. There are reasons to be more positive, like we saw in the first half. I mean, you don't get any. Football's a 90-minute game. You don't get anything for playing well for 45 minutes, where you conceded the silly goal. But you conceded 4, bro. You know, as an Arsenal Football Club, if we're talking about the handful of chances that we've had going forward, if we're focusing on 10 minutes when we've lost 4-0, I hear it. I'm not going to do the shouting thing. And like I said, people lack balance, but this is what I mean. Like, if we start cutting excuses, we just need to be honest. It was appalling today in the second half, you know, so it was appalling in the game. It doesn't matter that it was 1-0 at halftime. It doesn't matter. Fundamentally, it's down. And what is said between these boys. Ramsdale was just deep in his Amazon, man. DG thoughts on our outlet play. We don't have an outlet. We've got no one who can hold up the ball. We ain't got midfielders who that's their strength. It's a myth, man. Make sure you're hitting the like button and all of those good things, people. Can we get to 400? We're at 387. Man said Aubameyang and offside are looking like a wavy relationship right now. I love Aubameyang, but you're doing man dirty. There was a couple of moments in the second half we looked a bit better, like we was going forward, but again, they're minimal. If we're waffling about minimal chances, it's tiresome, bro. It's like when we played Liverpool a few years ago and lost. But man, are talking about Pepe's dribble against Van Dijk. It's mad, man. It's mad. End of the day, Brighton and Graham Potter got a point at Anfield. We didn't. The 2 games aren't the same, but why is that? Horrible day, man. And obviously, bro, yeah, to be fair, gas them, bro. They've done it against the wrong guy. Klopp probably on that. Klopp needed a reason, man. Do you know what? If we probably left Liverpool alone and didn't wake them up like that or wake Klopp up like that, we might have been all right. Boy, if you look at our last 6 trips to Anfield, 3-1, these are all L's, of course, in the league. Pardon me. 3-1 L, 4-0 L, 5-1 L, 3-1 L, 3-1 L, 4-0 L. Pardon me. Hardly looked like a team that wanted to put that right today. I'm being harsh, but football is harsh. Football is harsh. You know, life is harsh. You think the world cares that you're a good worker? You know, good people get fucked over all the time. The world doesn't. Football does not care that you got a young squad and you didn't deserve to concede. Football don't give a shit about that. Liverpool don't care about that. Newcastle are not going to care about that next week. They need to stay in the league. We're not going to care that Newcastle need to stay in the league and anything else being done. Football's ruthless, you know. Like, it's kill or be killed. Somehow we shot ourselves today, but it's calm. So yeah, we did kill it. It was kill or be killed. We just killed ourselves. Fair play. Like that scene in Squid Games when that mad woman who beat my man just collect. She just jumps on him and just kills them all. If you ain't watched Squid Games, then that scene's ruined, innit? Serves you right for taking too long to watch that thing there. What you reckon? I was screaming that. Change the thing. Accept that L and move. No, we got ripped, man. Boy. I saw it got some time, man. Well, we sat too deep. We ain't got no plan what we're doing on the transition. It's just a mad thing, really. But when you have life, it's cool, man. But yeah, man, let's get into the review of this game, people. Let me offer my review of this game, man. Now that I've taken in you lot's comments. Yeah, man. In relation to this game, I don't know where to put myself. I think this is a game where you can have your opinion. I can't tell anyone it wasn't a terrible game. We lost 4-0. I can't tell anyone there's not positives in this game, because there was. What I will say, it's a game where you need to look at it without your personal thought and look at it objectively without emotion. It's a game where there's many wrongs and there's quite a few. There's an okay amount of rights. End of the day, first things first, football's about fine margins. As I was saying, football doesn't care that you was good in the first 10 or that you was on it in the first half until you conceded, or if there was a little reaction. You need to play well for 90 minutes. That's something we haven't been able to say even in this 10 game unbeaten run. You know, I don't want to say getting away with it, but as I said, we've gotten away with it at times. Yeah. Not against Liverpool. Second half capitulation, and I think, people have to keep their standards up. I'm not, Lokonga to everybody, but Lokonga, Tavares, the young players, they're losing the ball. They're playing blind passes. They're Tomiyasu, who's praised for as solid as he was defensively. The last 2 goals, in fact, the last 2 goals, where is he? Left Ben White hanging. And obviously individual mistakes. I don't feel we quite believed in ourselves going forward. So, and in many ways, it weren't quite the same embarrassing performance I'm accustomed to Arsenal playing home and away, but in many ways it was, because it's another game you've conceded 4. If we've really turned a corner defensively and love defending as these boys have, then, they should feel sick of conceding 4 cheap goals. I think many fans wanted to, didn't want to lose, but we would accept losing provided the performance. And there was a bit of fight, but at the end of the day, you lost 4-0, and it's the same reality where you've handed those goals to Liverpool. As I said, Liverpool didn't have to work for the goals, but if you presented food, they're going to eat, like their front 3 did. It's like we didn't know the threat that Salah could contain, even though I think Gabriel did well against him. I actually feel Ben White did all right, and Ramsdale, of course. But at the end of the day, we conceded 4. I did feel the first half, I couldn't question the tactics with the limitations of this team. As I keep saying, this is another game that highlights you need a midfielder or 2. It's another game that highlights a lot of these young players aren't quite ready to put in consistent performances against these sort of teams. I don't think we had an outball, which, obviously Lacazette and Smith Rowe are doing what they can to compact the midfield. I don't feel we had an outball. I feel we're just going long unnecessarily. I did feel we was playing all right, playing out from the back in the first half, but we was getting caught. I didn't feel we had any true belief going forward. Needed a bit more from Saka, in my opinion, and Tomiyasu across all aspects. Tavares, not going to turn on him, but didn't have the best of games and is a bit of a reality check. Personally, I feel if you're Ainsley Maitland-Niles slash El Nene, if you're Pepe for Saka, you know, if you're Tierney, not that Tierney's been amazing this season, I think these are guys that could play against Newcastle, if I'm completely honest with you. It was boys against men, you know, tactically there wasn't much. As I keep saying, we needed a midfielder in the summer, and games like this, look, why? Because there's no out ball. You know, we're clearing the ball and we're defending okay for the first, up until the first goal, but you know, no one, we ain't got no dribblers that can hold on to the ball and get us further up the pitch and relieve pressure. We ain't got no centre mids that can distribute it. And, you know, it's a good effort from Partey considering he's not fully fit. And Lokonga weren't amazing, but he done okay. And it's a game of the fine margins again. You know, you've got to switch on and you've got to keep the high standards, especially when you're getting tired. Obviously, when you're defending as much as we had to do against Liverpool, it's upsetting. You know, obviously, considering we were 10 games unbeaten and these things, and you know, you would have thought go to Anfield, you lot try and put in a performance at a ground we haven't traveled to and done well to, of too many times. We didn't do that, did we? Really and truly. So it's more or less the same same stuff, if I'm honest, which is frustrating. Again, second half, I feel the players messed up, but Arteta, I feel there was at 1-0. I said it in my live stream. I was like, let's just go for it at the back, save a bit of face. We didn't. The floodgates opened, didn't it? Really and truly. I do think we should keep some perspective. Again, we're not where it's a reality check if you needed one, because we're not at the level fans were claiming. But I would also say we've got to keep perspective. You were shit today, you lost, you know, but you're still fifth. You messed up the goal difference, but you're still fifth. You can't afford to feel sorry for yourself. Everybody wants 3 points. United and Newcastle want 3 points as much as us. Get back on it. Go on a new 10-game unbeaten run. You know, you've lost one game in your last 11 games. You know, 10 unbeaten this one. You know, the ratio is still good. You know, don't feel you're better than what you are, because I feel there's a lot of complacency in our team. I feel we could just, people thought we could just rock up here and do something. You know, we're struggling to really, you know, to have a purpose building out from the back in games like this, because there's no out ball. We don't look like a team that wants to score. There were minimal occasions, including an offside goal. We went forward. But again, if we're counting on one hand, these minimal occasions, we're not doing much really. I just think we lacked a bit of belief ultimately. If I scroll back up my comments, I think within the first 10 minutes, I think, you know, we were very compact. I think across the game, there was moments where players showed naiveties. Ben White had a good game, as much as you can say, of the team that's conceded for. I think he's charging out from the back unnecessarily. I think Tomiyasu, Tavares, Lokonga in particular all struggled for young people. First 10, it looked like a game of chess. You know, Liverpool's back line had lots of the ball. We clearly weren't trying to press. We were sitting off them and then dealing with it in the trigger zones, you know. And we know going into this game, there's going to be moments you're going to have to defend, clear your lines, camp in your own half. And there was elements of that. I think 10 to 20 minutes for the neutrals, it was lacking a bit of tempo. Liverpool started to wake up. And I feel, to be honest, Arteta pissing off Jurgen Klopp probably done the worst thing, because that's when Liverpool truly woke up and we couldn't cope in it. You know, from minute 20 to 30, it felt like we're losing the ball too cheaply. There was a heart and mouth moment where Ramsdale, he had a good game, but he spilt it. We had no out ball once again. From minute 30 to 45, we began to become under the cosh. Ramsdale is starting to save us. We're creeping into old habits. Liverpool are going up several gears and we're very reactive. We've conceded a foul. You know, Tomiyasu and Gabriel have switched off, and other players as well. They've scored from a set piece, people, and done quite well. At that point, we're like, all right, cool. It's Liverpool aren't playing how they normally play, but we've, you know, it's a fantastic ball from Trent. We've given them that goal. All right, cool. Second half, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on at halftime, but we're getting to that. I think at halftime, it's 1-0. I think there is a bit more fight. I think we have rid our luck at times. Many of the things that we're doing, we expected. You have to ride your luck. You're going to be under the cosh. You're going to have less of the ball playing Liverpool. Definitely where we're at. But we're doing okay. A lot that we need to do better. Often barely anything going forward. Need to see a bit more bravery. Need to see a bit more outlets, whether that's a midfielder holding on to the ball or a winger kind of driving and getting further up the field. As I said, within the current limitations of our 25-man squad, I'm not angry at these players, because I was saying that these things were going to be needed in the summer, and I feel like a broken record and someone sounding like I know it all when I'm far from that. I just watch my team and love my team, and I can see what I go on in certain aspects. But anyways, people, it felt like at halftime, I'm thinking it's not over. Did we really not expect to concede or probably go a goal down? It's 1-0. You know, as I said at the start or in my previews, many people expect you to get battered and lose. So be a bit fearless. What you got to lose? Really and truly, if everyone knows what's going to happen and say you lack heart and the rest of it, you know, I felt we could have been a bit more braver, had a bit more belief on the ball. I think we've defended okay. There's no options for the ball. Fine margins have gone against us. You know, we switched off. And again, game management, I think that could be said throughout the whole game. how you end the first half, how you start and end the second half, how you manage the first 10 of the second half and the last 10 of the second half, especially, and I keep saying it, when we get tired, the standards drop. And again, it's going to be tiring against Liverpool. We're without the ball. We're having to hold shape. This shit is knackering, Sunday league players can tell you it. But this is about the mentality. And I feel in the second half, Arteta could have reacted a bit better, but it is what it is. I feel Saka and Tomiyasu are sleeping. I'm gutted to concede 6 minutes before half time. I felt we dropped off in the last 10, 15 minutes. I think this game once again highlighted the need for a number 8 or the players with a bit more ability going forward, because everybody's quite limited in that regards. Second half, what can I say, man? We've made our task harder in it. Tavares is, I don't know what he's on. He's played a square pass. They've tapped it home in it. It's made our task harder. And to be 2-0 down, it's frustrating because we switched off for the first goal and we've handed them the second, people, really and truly. Again, it's becoming boys v men, and the last 2 goals are absolutely ridiculous. And I'm looking at Arteta in the second half. I said it in my live stream. I said, even at 1-0, I was like, listen, we need to go 3 at the back. We need just the way the game is going and, the way we're playing and kind of just clearing it. We need to accept this game is gone. We need to think about the goal difference. We need to think about the confidence. Clearly, these players are volatile. A big result like Spurs makes these guys think they're good, which they are, They think they're the best thing since sliced bread. When they play bad like today, where you lose 4-0, do I think they should keep perspective that, okay, cool, hold your L's to this game. As I said, you need balance reviewing this, but you've gone 10 unbeaten. You're not where you think you are. You're definitely not as good as you think you are, but you're not as bad as this game is. There's a middle ground. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and get back on it. And I think clearly, I think Arteta could have done that. I feel Arteta, you set us up with what you could in the first half. I feel you showed a bit of fight. And as I said, maybe you should have settled down. You got Klopp going. You got the fans going. You got them man going. But I think second half, you could have made changes. Players needed saving. Lokonga needed to come off way before he came off. Personally, I don't know how Saka played that long. I'll be real. Tomiyasu was drowning. Tavares was drowning. Every player was drowning. The strikers are anonymous. It's just not happening, really. End of the game, as I said, these young players need to learn. When I look at Ben White, time and a place. When I look at Ramsdale dropping the ball, even though Ramsdale had a good game. When I look at Lokonga's standards dropping. When I look at Tavares, these are learning lessons for these young players. I'm going to be honest, need a lot more from Saka. I've been saying it, and I said in this game, if he doesn't drop a marker, I do think you've got to look to at least, I'm not saying drop him forever, but he needs to not start that game against Newcastle. Now, funny enough, he probably will start and probably score, and we're going, and he's the best thing since sliced bread once again. But yeah, man, it's jarring, it's self-inflicted, These are the games, man. I don't think these have to be the games you learn lessons, because I as I've said before, the whole game period, if you go and watch Villa again, Leicester again, Spurs again, even Watford, the fine margins and the signs were there. Fans only want to take it in when the fine margins go against us. These players have been dropping their standards for a while. Complacency is gone. You all start again. Everybody's trying to earn their spot again. And I think games like this shown where we need to be able to adapt towards personnel and have different options. But it's crazy. We barely create. We've scored 7 goals from open play in the season. I think that sums up everything, really and truly. If you needed a reality check, this is a reality check, people. And, with that, what can I say? We lost 4-0, innit? We just have to focus on Newcastle. It's a sort of result I'm accustomed with, Again, in many ways, it was a bit of a different performance, but fundamentally, in many ways, it was the same. And certain players did a lot of fighting, talk about Salah, this, that, and the other. What the fuck were they doing today? But that's all I've got to say about the game, people. Really. We'll do the player ratings now as well. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Player ratings. Where do we start, folks? Where do we start? So man, I don't even know where to. I'm even typing in the wrong thing. I'm trying to find Arsenal's. So yeah, quite a damning game. 3 shots on target, 5 shots in total to Liverpool's 19-9. Wait, we had 1 corner, they had 6. Wait. Anyways, people, Ramsdale, I would say Ramsdale 7. Conceded 4 goals. You made some big saves. It could have been a lot more. You recovered from that little brain fart. You know what? Probably give you a 9, an 8. I don't think, yeah, I think anything other than that, just because Liverpool fans are asking, how is it not more, really and truly, and I think you got the Leno treatment today, because as poor as Leno has been at times, there's been times he's played like you and he got sourced. I actually even feel against the game he got dropped, the City game. I said it then, I say it now. I think off the base of that game, he's unlucky, Feel sorry for you, Ramsdale, today, man. Your team's on a bit of a joke thing, really. Tomiyasu, I'm not going to lie, man. I think it's a 4. Standards really dropped in the second half. I'll be real with you. Big player, but back him to bounce back. Ben White, he conceded 4 goals, but I actually think Ben White had a decent game. He recovered quite well from his initial where he tried to dribble out from the back. I think he saved us a couple of times. I think Tomiyasu deserted him for a couple of those goals. Listen, Ben White's got a lot to prove, but I think Ben White can leave with some bit of credibility. He won a couple headers. I feel Ben White did all right in that game. Gabriel, you know what? 7's a bit mad, man. I'm going to say a 6. 6 for Gabriel as well. I think he tried the thing. He switched off with Tomiyasu for the goal, but I think he did okay against Salah, and it could have been a lot worse. Tavares, you're not built for this, man, for today. I can't lie. It's a 3. You made a silly mistake, and I feel you just struggled today. Lokonga, I feel it's a 4, just a tiny bit better than Tavares, but you struck second half. Standards can't drop like that. I think Partey's a 5, really. Only thing of note where he's tried to shoot. He's clearly not fully fit. Yeah, man, the man's limited in what he does. Smith Rowe, of an anonymous game, but tried. I'll give you a 5. It's a lower 5. Saka, 4. Didn't see you today. Laka, you worked hard, but 5. You set up Aubameyang, just about a 5. Really low 5. Aubameyang, didn't see you today. 4. Who else is there? Odegaard, NA, didn't really see an effect. Ainsley, the game's already decided, and your team, the midfield's a mess. Everything's a mess in the second half. So it's an NA, really didn't really affect the game. And then they came on for 5 minutes. So in the minutes they played, I didn't really see Odegaard. I'd say a 4. I think Ainsley's a 4, and El Nene, bro, it's not really rated. So that's that, man. As I said, Ramsdale, do you know what? 8's high. You conceded 4 goals. 7 for Ramsdale, 4 for Tomiyasu, 6 is for the 2 centre halves in White and Gabriel. Tavares a 3, Lokonga a 4, Partey, Smith Rowe 5, Saka 4, Laka 5, Oba 4. So is I think our right hand. I said it in the live stream. I said we're going to concede from our right hand side, their left hand, and you could see it in the first half. The first goal comes from that initially. Like you could. Wait, what is there to say, man? Like you watched the game, you man saw the thing. Is where it is. Boy, Arteta 4. I'd give Arteta a 4. In fact, yeah, Arteta a 4. I think the way he set us up was fine in the first half. I think second half, the only thing I'm really vexed with Arteta about is the changes. Like you could have just saved face immediately. Like this, we probably still would have conceded with 3 at the back, but we could have just accepted it a long time before it happened. We have to deep. Tavares and Sambi haven't played against a team of this level before. In a game as important as this, they'll learn in due time, but they should be coached to prepare for these moments. They should, but at the same time, it doesn't matter if you played that already. I hear you, but where Lokonga's concerned, I believe in him. I think he's a good player, but I can't speak for anyone. Tell, you're always here. I've said these same things about Lokonga. The only difference is now we've lost 4-0. I've said it, Ramsdale was shouting at man against Crystal Palace. It's a madness. EG, what's up, bro? Looks like the honeymoon period is over. Performance was below par. Had it not been for Ramsdale, the score could have been a basketball score, not accepting 4-0. Is where it is, man. What are you gonna say? Like, you don't watch the game. Boy. Saka looked tired, overplaying the man. Like, the man's in poor form. Just pull him out. I guarantee if you pull Saka out, he'll play better. Like, need to pull him out of it. Like, they can't keep playing the man. Don't know how Saka completed that game, man. It is what it is, though. With that being said, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. First things first, win, lose, or draw. Arsenal fan, Liverpool fan. I've seen fans of other clubs. I want to say I appreciate you lot. Win, lose, or draw. It's been a fantastic watch along. We've got decent views. We've got, 400 likes. We've spoken about the game. It's appreciative. Shout out all of the supporters, the members, the moderators, and subscribers. And, we've watched 2 games today. Leicester, Chelsea, and obviously this 4-0 caning of Arsenal. Win, lose, or draw, it's a pleasure to be here, people, and I appreciate you lot for supporting the thing. Please make sure you're following, you're subscribing, and the rest of it. But yeah, man, no point keeping you lot. I've offered my opinions. The timestamps will be up there shortly, people, in the description of this vid. Obviously, I'll go about cutting it up and individual videos and these sort of things for you guys. But yeah, if you're looking for timestamps, ain't copied and pasted it properly, but it's there. On that note, I hope you've all checked out the pin message, because tomorrow we'll be doing Tottenham Leeds. I would do Manchester City versus Everton, but I've got football and it's in Northwest. So I don't think we'll be back. But yeah, 422 likes. It's been a good one, people. But well, not in terms of the football from an Arsenal perspective, but it is what it is, man. We go again, man. On that note, stay well, stay safe, hit the like button and subscribe. I'm out.
So it's always just that active and defenders. I think it's like